trapped in the darkest depths of the Underdark, where madness festers, demons rule. A band of unlikely heroes must escape imprisonment, only to return again to survive unspeakable horrors and fight their way back to the light. But the Underdark doesn't let go so easily. This is Out of the Abyss.
So last time we picked up, as you guys were in the middle of not that the middle, but you picked up the beginning of an intense fight against a bunch of demon bosses in Gracklstug, who were operating in the abandoned shelter of stone giants. You busted your way in, did a ton of damage, and the fight took a while, but eventually you guys came out on top. Killed every demon that was in their little headquarters that they had set up, and then made your way back to the tavern, where you rested as much as you could. Taryn received word that a letter from her parents was delivered to Gauntlgrym. That's kind of where we left off, with some freaky dreams to a few folks. But with that being said, the morning comes, the day after you had that big fight against the Merilith and the Nalfeshni. What would you guys like to do in Gracklstug, or do you want to hang around?
I feel like we gotta get moving, but they have so many problems in this city. Like, they still have the Darrow, but like, we don't have the time for that.
Says we can't. Kara says, as much as I want to, we can't help. We can't help everyone everywhere. And plus, Drogon, he volunteered to help the people here.
Yes, Drogon did volunteer to stay behind. He's more than willing to get you guys wherever you need to go, or to help you guys get squared away. And now that it is a long rest, I believe that he has the ability to cast a 6th level spell on someone. Let's check.
I think the most important thing is we got a job to need to. We need to be able to just rest for a few days, heal in Gauntlgrym, and then we get our asses back to the maze. We get our asses to the maze engine.
And get our money back from those guys.
What?
And get our money back from those guys.
Oh yeah.
We did do what we set out to do.
Unless it's like a loan to help Gracklstug. But I kind of want that money. Yeah, and we can just have Drogon clean up the city.
I mean, that's what he's staying behind for. I will ask, as far as lingering injuries go, he's got one 6th level spell slot. So, who wants it?
What can he use it for? What spell?
Heal. I don't think he has regenerate. I think that's the second.
Well, if we're talking about the different lingering injuries, so I forgot. So
I know that.
So let's see.
What was Thavos?
I
thought he got a nasty scar.
I have a nasty scar, but that's neither here nor there. I'm okay to keep that. I also have a heart injury that gives me permanent level 1 exhaustion.
Ooh, and that's what ability checks. Yeah.
It says magic such as the regenerate spell can heal your cardiac damage.
Okay, that's what I was afraid of. That heal is not going to do it. Regenerate would, but heal is not going to cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we can find a priest.
I was going to say, you guys do have connections in Gauntlgrym if you want to head there. Drogon's uncle lives there, and he's the one that restored Eldith to her full mind, removed her madness. Yeah. But I think it took a week of work to get her madness to go away. But he is a more powerful cleric than Drogon is. So
let's figure that out.
Would heal take care of anyone else's lingering injuries?
Oh, the eyeball?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, Jordan, did you have a lingering injury or two?
I did not get touched during that fight.
I'm doing something wrong.
Well, okay. I was cowering in the darkness and then ran through a bunch of thorns everywhere.
I see. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, if nobody else has any severe lingering injuries, then I guess it's just Davos to deal with. Okay.
You're missing an eye, Valentia. Okay.
Wait, I didn't know you were missing an eye. Brand is.
Davis is third person.
Okay, yeah. That's
Davis is eye first, then Valentia. You are important, Valentia. You matter. And Tari just kind of speaks for a little bit. Okay. That would really be best.
Okay, so I will ask. I know the idea was thrown out. Well, I guess this will be Dritz asking. He'll say, so I know the idea was thrown out to head towards the Labyrinth and then create a tree that we could use to transport ourselves back to Gauntlgrym. Is that something we still want to do, or do we want to just head there from here?
I think just the quicker we get to Gauntlgrym, the better.
Oh.
Oh, well, actually... Yeah.
We could prepare.
Oh, yeah. That's a good
This
idea.
won't kill me. I can spend a few days. I've had worse.
I know that's true, Davos, but you should still try and be careful.
I can make it. I'm tired, but like I said, I have had worse. Granted, worse has generally killed me, but I've had worse. I can survive the trip.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, some dude ripped out his spine and uses it as a wand. I think he's being honest.
Okay, Thavos, if you want to roll persuasion or deception, your call.
14.
Okay, but that's persuasion. So, I mean, Valencia, you can tell that he's had worse, but he's in a lot of pain. It sucks for him, and he's having trouble catching his breath. His breathing is kind of ragged. He's just moving a lot slower. You can tell he's in a lot of pain, and he probably won't be very helpful in combat. But he is standing. He's functional, just not well. But he's definitely just trying to muscle through it, so...
In the meantime, I can fill your wounds with fungi and spores. Keep it from rotting for you.
Ooh, gross but cool.
As he, now that you are missing an eye, Brand is also missing an eye for a long time now. That he filled in with fungi, and then his goddess blessed him with it. The eye kind of regrowing, but there's still a lot of fungi around it. Oh, this thing for you. Oh, it's okay. Thavos, you first then. Come here.
I'm okay. We're going to go get healed. It's fine. And I'll sort of hobble backwards, like, yeah, no, I'm good. Thank you, though.
Brand's just trying to heal you. Everyone's medicine check, thinking that.
Yeah.
Not great.
Well, I mean, I won't give you any points, but Brand's salves and strange smelling things will certainly ease some of the pain. But yeah, it's a start. Okay. venturing off to find some kind of mushroom deposit where you can find a Zerkwood might be a little bit difficult near Gauntlgrym. You can do it, but it might just take a little bit. Or I'm sorry, not Gauntlgrym. Gracklestown, wherever you are.
We're staying there for a bit. We've been there before, right?
You've been to Gauntlgrym, yeah. I'm just saying that as far as finding a mushroom that you can transport through in Gracklestown would be a little bit difficult.
Did they have a teleport circle at Gauntlgrym?
Not that you're familiar with.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, Brand, you can either make a tree if you want, or we can go find one. Up to you.
You slept. I could. No, let's just find one. Let's take ourselves. Let's head out.
Someone go ahead and give me either a persuasion or investigation check.
I can try to do persuasion.
Wait, who's the smart person in this group?
15. It's what in terms of raw intelligence? I think unfortunately me.
What's your intel? What is your intelligence for?
14.
Oh yeah, yours.
It's above average. Hey.
It is above average.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Driddle, if you want to throw that.
Yeah, I got a 15.
Oh, 15. Persuasion. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, and talking around to people, especially at the tavern. Yeah, you'll probably bump into your good old buddy, Wurs Saltbaron, and he'll tell you that. I'm sorry, I don't know if Wurs is the one that you sent you here or that you found. Yeah, it's okay. Wurs says, if you head about 3 hours south of town, you should find a big mushroom deposit. It's where we farm most of our Zerkwoods, but I mean, that's going to be the best you got.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, and I meant to ask last night, but I think I was just so caught up in the heat of the moment there. You guys got a name? What do we call you? What do we tell people when they ask about you?
What did we decide on, team?
Vessel Breakers, that's who we are.
He kind of nods and says, okay, well, campy, but I like it. Abyssal Breakers. All right, well, Breakers, go have fun finding mushrooms.
We're about to go break some stuff.
Okay, and he sends you on your way. It takes about an hour and a half to get there, navigating through tunnels and such, but you follow his directions, and you're able to find a pretty decently sized mushroom deposit that you can cast your spell through. If you want to forage some mushrooms here, that's also an option, but that's up to you guys.
Oh, but I'm always foraging mushrooms.
Okay. Sure, yeah.
That depends, probably, objectively, you. But it all depends.
Wait, are you just talking right in front of me?
No, they're kind of in the back.
Okay, it was like, oh, whew, okay.
But it also, when I've only seen this healed one time, Eldith from before, and it is a considerable undertaking.
As I say, I'll remind you, Thavos, it took about a week of work from Drogon's Uncle.
It'll take a week. Is the madness she has exhibited harmful enough to warrant letting the demon lords run rampant for another week? I don't know about the rest of them, but I know in a week, Orcus can raise an army. It isn't, but it won't stop until the demons are dead. Healing anything now is just a stopgap. Until the demons are gone, it will get worse, and it will come back. And she's not crazy as she may be, crazy as we all may be. We're not hurting each other yet. And so I don't think it's... No one is Lestos. No one has taken that leap. And until we do, I don't think we can spend the time. And that's something you're allowed to do. If you think that as the one least affected, if you think at some point it is too much, you are the watchman. So watch. Delightful. Well, certainly right now. After getting shoulder checked, I'll stumble, put on a brave face, and as soon as she's looking at Taran again, I'm gonna bend over, hands on the knees, like, ugh.
Yeah. Deep breaths.
Are you having a migraine, Thavos?
If a migraine is in your chest, then yes.
Oh yeah, that is rough.
You touch me, I'll stab you.
I'll remind you, Thavos, also, your leg is still a little bruised. Like,
Yep, not
you're still
having a great
healing from
time.
that. Yeah, no. Okay. So you guys get to this this small grove. It looks like it's mostly Zerkwood. There's some blue caps and some barrel stalks, but it's mostly Zerkwood. And you can kind of see where they've been replanted and they're being nourished by druids, and where they've also been chopped down and turned into wooden products. But you find an especially large one, and Brand, you can go ahead and cast Transport via Plants. I think, like I said, the best tree that you're going to be familiar with, you remember some that were outside of the entrance of Gauntlgrym, which the entrance is just above the timberline, so you'll still have to walk probably about an hour to get to Gauntlgrym, but it should be doable. So, okay. So Brand casts Transport via Plants, and you guys are thrust through this opening, through this portal that leads you to the mountains outside of Gauntlgrym. Let's see. It's midday. The sun is up. It's partly cloudy. Up in the mountains, it's pretty chilly. I forget what time of year we're in.
It's like actually, that's a good question. I need to look at the fantasy calendar. I have not been up to date on that. I want to say it's like almost winter. I think it's almost winter at least.
Well, if the sun's out, we're all like blinded for 30 seconds.
Oh yeah. But I mean, as Brand opens up the portal in the mushroom, this just blinding light shines through, and you guys have to remind yourselves, oh, that's the sun. That's a normal thing. And as you step out, there is kind of a wind whipping around you, but that sun just soaking into your skin feels marvelous. And Dritz, you see, immediately like winces, puts his ring on, and shifts into Jim Jar, and kind of shakes his head, like looks like he's shaking off a headache.
Oh yeah, he needs SPF 40.
He needs SPF like 400.
Yeah.
Don't get too happy.
I just
Ross
realized I've been really. Oh man, my face feels good. You know what? I feel like, man, I bet like Taran's probably having noticeably less freckles.
Probably.
Yeah. It's like, oh man.
She's probably looking a little pale.
She just kind of rubs her cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, freckles, come back.
You guys.
Yeah, the sun's all right, I guess.
See, Valencia, no need to fear while underground. The above is not far away with me and Riddle with you.
Okay. So you guys begin the small trek through the mountains to get to the entrance of Gauntlgrym. And as soon as you're even seen by the guards, they seem to know who you guys are. They recognize a few of the more visually distinct members of your group, and just let you into the marvelous city of Gauntlgrym, which I have you guys on board. Yeah. Okay. Are you guys just immediately trying to seek out Thrain?
That's the guy at the Iron Tabernacle?
Yeah, that's Drogon's uncle, Thrain Ironbeard. He's a very devoted.
Yeah, let's go. He got a job to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I blew my signal spell so long.
Okay. Kind of understanding how to get through the city. You guys hop in some carts and are skirted around the the trail, or not the trails, the tracks to the Iron Tabernacle, which is again this massive structure that is used as a religious and like kind of governmental structure in the city. But you've been here before. You guys know where to go. You go in and you find Thrain, who sees you, doesn't see Drogon, and his face kind of falls.
He's okay. Drogon's all right. He just he stayed behind a grackle. He stayed behind a grackle stone to help with. We just sort of help people rebuild, heal.
Let me see.
Brandon, make me feel better. Don't worry. If he actually died, I would have made sure to bring his body back for you to rest in peace. I tried to say that in the nicest way possible, but it comes off probably wrong.
No, I don't think to him it would at all. He says, it's good to hear that he's all right. But you all are back. Are you done down there, or are you just visiting?
We're not done. We need healing, and Tarsh just the Davos chest.
At the moment, you may as well restock rations. We'll head back.
It's true. We will make it so.
Pretty smart. Well, he gestures to Davos and says, "Come into my office. I'll see what I can do for you." Okay.
Perfect.
And he goes in and sees Davos privately, where he'll just ask you some questions about what's going on, what happened, and you were explained that I think you were stabbed in the chest by a demon. And he's like, "Oh yeah, that'll do it." And with that, he'll cast Regenerate on you at 7th level. And immediately you feel your breath restore. You feel that there's like a bit of a crackliness in your breath, and it's gone. You can breathe deeply. You feel energized. You feel good. Just like that.
Okay.
And he says, as he's kind of standing up and letting you out, he says, "Is there anyone else in your group that needs my help?"
Yeah. Tarn points at Valentia. Oh. Okay. All right.
I don't think she got stabbed as bad as you.
All right. I'll do it. I don't have any. I'll do it.
Give me 1 second. I don't even have hair. Okay. He kind of like looks at Valencia, and Valencia, are you trying to give him a hidden message? Okay. He's gonna make an insight check.
Give him a wink with the bad eye.
It's not great. He doesn't super pick up on it, but I mean, he'll go over to Taran and kind of look you up and down and say, I guess, cast Detect Magic and, pick up on your items and such. Kind of look back at you, Valencia, and look back at Taran and... Hold on. That's better. He just crit on his check. So looks back at Taran and kind of cocks his head, casts another spell, and his eyes start like kind of have this little bit of an underglow, and his eyes go wide, and he says, "Oh,
what?
How hard were you hitting that battle? You hit pretty good."
How hard was I hit? I mean, I took some wounds. I mean, but nothing as bad as. I took some wounds, but nothing as bad as nothing bad as what Davos and Valencia sustained.
I see.
I feel okay.
Well, you might feel okay, but I'm all right. But I'm afraid some of those wounds may have gotten a little infected. So if you do me a favor, I'm just going to send you down to do this. There's another cleric just down the hall that specializes in herbal remedies. If you could grab some wormswort and wolfsbane from her.
Wormswort and wolfsbane?
Yes, those are the two things I need.
Would I know what those herbs are? What?
Can any of us identify those? Or is
make a medicine check. Make a medicine check, Taran. Or anyone who wants to, I guess.
Oh, Brand's gonna get
I don't know those specific.
Oh my god! I
herbs.
keep rolling fucking 3 and 4.
I got a 17.
17? Now, this is just information that Driddle has. Nobody else has this. Driddle, Wormswort and Wolfsbane, those are like essentially Neosporin. That's not going to do anything for her if it's an internal infection. Yeah. Yeah, so he just says to Tarn, if you mind running down to get those.
I can get those.
I appreciate that, thank you.
I'll go with you.
Okay. As they take off, as soon as Tarn and Driddle leave, Thrain turns to the rest of you guys and says, "That's severe. That's bad. That's worse than Eldith was. I think she's the worst I've seen. That's going to take a while to fix. If you leave her here, or I don't know what you want me to do with her. She looks sprightly.
Worst is relative. She hasn't even stabbed anybody.
That's good. Do you know any other? No, see, I'm going to be quick. The person I sent it to wasn't too far. I was able to kind of figure out what was going on with Eldith, but that took some time. I was just able to tell that she had madness, but do you know any other details about Taryn? As far as like what the madness has done, who it came from, and anything?
Davos, we figured this out. Did you write it down?
I know at least one of hers was Grotz. I don't know who the newest one is.
It's both.
They both are?
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Sweet.
Both what?
Both of your madnesses are coming from Grotz.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I don't know.
No, you're good. He kind of nods and says, I don't like the idea of me just letting her go back with you, but that's severe. You need to keep a very close eye on her. Oh, you know what? I was just gonna say I might have something that'll help. That'll help her get better at resisting it. That's it. Goes through like some drawers and stuff in his desk. And at this point, Taryn and Driddle, are you making any conversation, or are you just going straight to this cleric and then coming straight back?
Going straight there and straight back.
If it looks like they need more time to talk, like privately, I'll just like start spewing nonsense to Taryn. Try to distract her.
That's going to be difficult to gauge.
What is this whole bizzo with the what's the velocity of a?
Yeah, well, regardless, I'll just start talking about like potatoes or something. I don't know what Taryn and I have in common, so I'll just start talking about food.
Okay. People can always bond over food. Yeah, I mean, you take a good 5 minutes to get there and back. And as you come back, Thrain pulls this small little golden amulet out of his desk. It's on a decently long chain. He pulls it out, and this is, I guess I did the trick. Lovely, you're back. Alright, did you get what I needed?
We did, and
I got you those herbs.
Comes over, takes it from you, and promptly just puts it to the side, and then hands you this little amulet. And he says, "What was that?"
I said pretty.
Oh yeah. He says, and this is kind of under his breath, as if he's trying to hide this from everyone else. He says, "I can tell that you've been messing with. That not you have been messing with, but the demons have been messing with you. Wear this at all times. It's a good defense."
Taryn nods and she puts it on.
Okay. Kind of claps his hands together and
I won't let those demons.
gives a nod. Claps his hands to his legs and says, "Well, anything else?"
an introduction. I'm sorry, Driddle, and I'll go and shake his hand.
Didn't even see you behind Brand there. I'll shake your hand.
I mean, we have a robe of eyes. I don't know if that would work. It says you can see in all directions if you wear it, but...
That's true. I don't have enough left in me today to fix that, but if you guys hang around till tomorrow, I could maybe do something.
Why not? I mean, why not? I mean, we have to wait till tomorrow to, like, use a...
Oh, the plant spell again.
Use another spell. Okay. Well, yeah. Let's wait until tomorrow. I could use a good dwarven meal.
Okay. Well, he sends you guys on your way, and you have the city of Gauntlgrym to explore. Taran, mechanically, that amulet will give you advantage on your dream wisdom saves.
Okay.
Yes.
And we didn't even tell Drogon to get our money back. Those guys just have it.
True.
Hey, we just donated to a local thieves guild. That's supporting local business.
That's true.
I too? Oh.
All right. So, if you guys want to replenish supplies here,
yeah. Let me see what I need. All right, let's see what I need. I have 5 days of rations right now. Guess I might buy 5 more just to bring it up to 10.
Okay. Haven't been super picky about ration use recently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can be if you guys want me to, but I've just kind of fallen behind on that. That's on me.
What do y'all think?
I could police that a lot more, but if you think it would bog down the game a little bit, I'm not super worried about it.
Maybe it would be tedious, but only...
Yeah.
Yeah, but recently we've been in like
I
big
got
cities,
survival
so
and stuff.
I assume that we'd be eating.
Yeah.
Maybe if we like get into a wilderness situation.
Yeah, I'll get...
Oh, that's right.
true.
We just have a bunch of mushrooms.
Brand's a walking mushroom bard, so yeah. Yeah.
Oh wait, I don't need to buy rations.
Doesn't sound like it.
He also makes
okay.
needs, so it makes the mushrooms go down a little easier.
True.
At
It's a little
12th
shocking, but-
level, we have enough various types of ways to make food that if we're starving to death, that's our own fault.
True.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well,
And there's different kinds of
Okay,
mushrooms for
awesome.
everything. There's even this mushroom that's like spaghetti squash. We can have spaghetti some days, but it's all mushrooms, literally everything, including the sauce mushrooms.
yeah, as you know, when when this all done, I had to take to Trail Hills. Let me tell you, there's nothing like a good halfling man.
Which reminds me, Taran, do you want to go find the Lord's Alliance, or not the Lord's Alliance, the Order of the Gauntlet, and pick up the letter from your parents?
Yes, I would.
Okay. We'll say that's the next thing that you guys do.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're able to find probably in... Oh, shoot. Where's the location? What is it called? Oh, no. I don't remember the city as well as I thought I would. Let's see here. The Vault of Kings, yeah. Which is where King Battlehammer was when you guys had the audience with him. You're able to find members of the Order of the Gauntlet there who have the letter, and they deliver it to you. It's in very wrapped in humble paper, and there's a small pack attached to it. Just a small, maybe quart-sized bag.
Aw, yeah. Let's see. I guess Tarn will do the letter first.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there anything you could send me so I could read it?
Do you want to read it, or do you want to me to just read it real quick?
I'll read it.
Okay, yeah, let me send it to you real quick. I'll just send it to you over Discord.
Because otherwise I'm going to forget.
You're good. Here, how about
I have trouble.
Then
It's an auditory processing issue.
Oh, I got you. I'll send it to you, and then I will pin it in our chat. Use that. Yep, so that's the letter that you receive. And if you open up that small bag, it's full of what looks like dried fruit.
Tarn has the biggest smile on her face, and she opens the little package, and there's a dried apricot. Says, "Oh, I love these. I haven't had these in forever. Here."
Some of them have a little bit of sugar coating on them.
Oh yes, these are. Oh yeah, this is perfect. And Tarn just eats a couple dried apricots. Yeah.
So,
man, we definitely have to go back now.
okay. With that, do you guys want to do any shopping here, or do you want to just head straight back to the to Gracklesuit? Tomorrow, I guess.
I think it'd be worth it to read King Battlehammer in, just because we haven't talked to him since he sent us out. So giving him a rundown of what we've done so far, the fact that Grotz is just loose, he should be aware of that.
Should we tell him that we have a demon lord in our pocket?
Give him an update.
No, we shouldn't tell him that part.
That's up to you guys.
Also,
Bruner Battlehammer he's a good man, but that's a temptation
man.
For anybody.
Yeah, that's just a risky thing to say out loud.
Wait, telling him that Grotz is loose is a temptation?
Oh, no,
that we have Fraz.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah, that, of course, but we should definitely tell him that Grotz is loose, and also we killed Yinagu. He'll be happy to hear that.
Okay. Yeah, you guys...
That's what I love about this campaign. Like,
right.
A lot of people don't even know that we did that.
Yep. So yeah, you guys find your way to the banquet hall that you met in. Last time you were here, it was full of tons of people from all over the world. But right now, it's looking kind of sparse. There's a couple guards who you can talk to and let them know that you're looking for King Battlehammer, who again recognize you guys and recognize the station that you hold with him. And one of them rushes off to go find the king. And you guys are in this banquet hall, which, like I said, looks pretty empty. There's a big fire blazing in the hearth, but it's nice and quiet. Sure, yeah, go ahead. Remind me what exactly Divine Sense does. Okay, just those three. Yeah, nothing trips you off. And this place... No. I will say this place is not under the Valhalla smoke. Okay. After about 15 minutes of you guys kind of awkwardly just waiting around in this big hall, the guard comes back, and followed by the familiar visage of King Bruno Battlehammer. And he walks in and says, "Well, I hope you come back with some good news."
Oh yeah, you bet.
Great news. One demon lord down.
We got Yinagu. We got Yinagu. We got the No Lord. He ain't coming back. Well,
back to the abyss where he belongs, right?
Yep, he's back in the abyss, and yeah. But we have some bad news.
Yeah, that was like the only good news.
There's nothing invisible in this room, is there? Because I can see invisibility for free.
No. But with your constant detect magic that you have up, I will tell you that the fireplace is a fire elemental.
Oh, sick.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, just wanted to make sure we weren't being spied on by like
good.
a Dwergar or something, just invisible in the corner.
No, you're good. You're clear. You're clean. You're good. All right, your friends in the Lord's Alliance were able to tell me all about that. You said he was in Labyrinth last?
I thought...
Silvery Moon. Wasn't that the last place he might have been?
Yeah, I think so.
I see.
And also, was it like Zagat Moy who was attacking that big tree thing? I don't remember. Something was going after the huge plant.
I haven't heard anything about that.
No, I don't think we heard about that. I think that was one of Brand's dreams.
Oh.
I think so, yeah. He'll say, as far as Graz goes, we've got extra guards, I'm sure you've noticed, stationed around the city. We've got magical wards and bonds all around, but the tricky thing about the Demon Lord is that if he really wants to get in here and do what he needs to, not much will stop him. So we'll do what we can to prepare, but we not to put too much pressure on you all, but we're relying on your group, of course. Right, and I read some reports from Gracklstug about some madness that was going around, so hopefully that's not too severe. In Gracklstug.
Gracklstug burns.
I see. Oh, that's right, the rope is gone. I see. Well, so that's great news, but if you guys took care of the nest there, then that'll be good news for all of them. Any other bad news? Keep me updated, whether that's through the Gauntlet or others, but I'll sit tightly waiting for your word. If you guys don't have anything else for him, he'll kind of dismiss you.
Nothing that he wouldn't. I'm just telling him, watch the deep tunnels. You never know what'll be crawling out of them.
Well, we've closed most of them. At this point, once we sent you down, we kind of sealed them after you. So, and as you guys kind of leave, Jim Jar just kind of pauses and says, I'll catch up with you guys. And he goes back into the banquet room. But again, the city is yours. It's getting later in the day with all the carting around the city that you've done. So if you guys want to find a place to bed down, you can. Yeah, that's up to you guys.
Yeah, heck yeah. Tarn, I think, is going to basically head, says, let's find a good place to get a drink.
Didn't we sell one of the taverns around here a red dragon head? We should go there.
I think you did. I'm trying to remember.
I think we gave them like the red dragon head to like mount on as like a trophy.
That was so long ago. Let me see if
that was months ago.
No. Let's say that the tavern that you visited way back when was
the Crowbar.
It was the Crowbar. Thank you. That's right.
And the barkeep was a dwarf named Masgreeth.
That's right. Thank you. I don't know where I have that written down. Yes, you guys go back to the Crowbar and find Masgreeth, who I think had was he the guy that had like a metal jaw?
No, that was a different guy.
Okay, well, regardless, you find Masgreeth at the Crowbar, and he's it probably doesn't recognize you because he gets a lot of patrons coming in and out.
Yeah, that was over 20 sessions ago.
That's forever ago. But you got a room where you need, so that's that. You're more than welcome to.
Yeah. Tarn, I think Tarn definitely wants to get a drink at the bar. Just a good old classic ale.
Okay. If you guys want to freshen up and stuff, and you can go ahead and mark a long rest.
Yeah, I will say, probably like sometime during the night, Tarn is just like kind of sitting in her room and just kind of focusing on the tattoo, just trying to remember different druidic incantations. Says, blight, earthquake. No, that'd be a bad idea. I hope you can do more soon. We need it. She's just kind of muttering to her arm. She sighs and goes back to bed.
Unfortunately, Gauntlgrym is another below-ground city, so yeah.
Dwarves,
you could like go outside. You could take one of the carts to go outside if you wanted. And actually, can Tarn join you? I feel like Tarn is also kind of missing the outdoors.
Okay.
Yeah, Tarn grabs her swords, and just does a little hop and skip, go in the cart outside.
You guys take a cart outside, and it's a beautiful night. Around 6 p.m., the clouds kind of cleared out, and so it's a open sky, and you can pick out a couple constellations that you know by heart, and it's beautiful. It's frigid, but it's very, very pretty. So,
says, no, was it like cold or was it like warm? Was it like cold down there or was it warmer? Or
it's warmer in the city for sure.
Was it warmer like in the Underdark?
Yeah, I'd say so. It's usually kind of sticks around 60 degrees in the Underdark. So seasons aren't really a thing.
No, even though even though it's warmer down here, it isn't nice to have a breath of fresh air. It's kind of stale down there, you know. Tarn is just, she is just loving. She's got she's just going out on bare feet, just enjoying the touch of the grass and just the smell of the pines. Yeah, this is great. Tarn, every once in a while, Tarn just kind of whips out a sword casually and just tries, and just like does a thorn whip against a nearby tree or something. Just kind of practicing.
Yeah, I gotcha. It's it's relaxing and it's nice to get that fresh air. I think both of you take inspiration just from that emotionally bolstering activity. Yeah. In the meantime, is anyone else doing anything before that long rest?
I'll cast contingency on myself and just load it with greater invisibility.
If there's nothing else, yeah, you guys can go ahead and mark that long rest. And the night passes peacefully. It is kind of nice. There's no phasers here. You're not deep enough for it. And so you're not too worried about any demonic dreams or anything, or any spells going all whack. But after you guys rise in a nice tavern, feeling probably better rested than you have in a while. Okay, with that, you guys can head back to the Iron Tabernacle, meet up with Thrain, and get Valentia's eye healed. And as you guys are leaving after Valentia's eye has been restored, he just kind of like watches you guys and is, like I said earlier, clearly a little bit uncomfortable leaving, if you guys leaving in the condition that you are, but he lets you go, trusting that you'll take care of it. So just take care of those demons as soon as you can. And let Drogon know him. Keep an eye out for him if you see him again. If you guys want to, you can transport via plants again back to that mushroom deposit outside of Cracklestoke if you don't have any other plans beforehand.
Yeah, let's get back to it. We got a maze to get to.
All right, and Brand, you can go ahead and cast that transport via plant spell again to get you guys all the way back to Cracklestoke. I'll put you guys back there. Well, I guess you guys are in the tunnels outside of Cracklestoke. So, from where you guys are, following Taran's map, let's see, Taran, you can deduce that it'll take you probably about 3 days to get to the edge of the labyrinth. And I'm going to say that the markings that you have, as far as the Spiral of the Horned King, the Filth Ridden's Gallery of Angels, and the Maze Engine, those were all like vague theories of ideas where those locations might be that were all marked by Visitor. Yeah, 3 days to get to the edge of the labyrinth, and then once you are in, you're not sure how long it will take.
Yeah. Yep, it is winter. Yeah, it is winter technically. It's past the winter solstice. Huh, it was cold up there.
Wild. Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and give me that survival check with advantage.
Okay, here we go. 18.
Okay. With an 18, I mean, these are just run-of-the-mill Underdark tunnels. Dark, dreary, quiet, cold. Well, not super cold, but chilly.
So we did get Valentia's eye healed, right?
Yes, you did. Yeah, so Valencia, you no longer have disadvantage on ranged attacks. Yeah, with an 18, it's a quiet day of travel. These are new tunnels, but you feel confident in your navigation ability to get where you need to go. So, I mean, you're just going in a general southwest direction, so you're not too worried about it.
We could always ask the Modron too, right? Because he knows the general direction to the maze engine.
That's true. You could. But with that, you guys kind of bed down for the night. I'm not going to make you do all the nights and all the travel stuff. We'll just kind of use that 18 for the next 3 days as you get to the edge of the labyrinth, which you weren't really sure what to expect because the Underdark tunnels themselves feel like a labyrinth at times. There's tunnels that intersect and go up and down and over and around, and it feels like a maze. But in general, as long as you're keeping yourself pointed in mostly the right direction, you can get where you need to go. About halfway through the third day, Taran, I think you and Brand would probably be the ones to pick up on this the best. The texture of the stone walls kind of change, and there's less stalactites and stalagmites, as it doesn't quite become like square, but almost. The fade between the floor and the walls becomes a little bit more defined. The walls themselves become smoother and more regular as you start navigating through. And I will also say that as you enter the labyrinth, you feel yourselves definitely declining in altitude. So you're getting deeper and deeper into the Underdark as you go further. Instead of having survival checks rolled, Taran, I just want you to roll a d20. You guys wander further into these. They almost look man-made, but you don't see any chisel marks. There's no pickaxe scrapes It's as if the tunnels were naturally formed into this maze-like structure. It becomes slowly all 90-degree turns. There's perfectly perpendicular intersections. It's very strange. It doesn't feel natural, but in looking at the walls, you can tell it is technically. So, at the end of the day, you guys find yourselves at rest, or find yourselves needing to rest inside of the labyrinth. So, now I will have you guys roll watches. So, who would like to go first?
I will take the first watch.
Okay.
I'll take second watch.
Okay. All right. And
I
if
have my
anyone,
owl with me.
okay, I was going to say if anyone wants anyone with them, let me know.
I think I'll stay awake for the first watch too.
Okay. So Taran, you can go ahead and roll that with advantage, or Jodo can with advantage, or you can make it 7.
I'll do it with advantage. My
Yeah,
perception's
please do.
Really good.
Mine is really bad.
Okay. Ooh, 16.
10. Okay. You feel that you guys are safe. Every so often you'll think that you'll hear something which is concerning, to say the least. There are definitely other creatures in this giant labyrinthine puzzle that you have entered. None of them are close, though. Jodo, what are you doing during this watch?
I don't know. I think I want to make sure that this place isn't like inherently magical, or like there's no trickery going on, like in Gromp's maze that we got sucked into.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want it to be like that, so I'm just paranoid looking at the structure.
Okay. If you want to, you can make either investigation or arcana.
Do Arcana.
Okay.
Is there...
I got a 14, and if that's a failure, I can spend a sorcery point to reroll.
Is there any phase risks in this part of the Underdark?
Oh, yeah.
And we got deeper, so I'm sure it's worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like... Tarn, for you, it's like mid-shin. It's definitely permeating where you are. I will say, yeah, okay, what'd you get on that check, Joe?
14.
14? Okay. With a 14, you can easily tell, but it feels like elemental magic more than anything. It's not illusion-based at all. It feels like the tunnels were naturally restructured into this structure.
Okay, so there's no like artificial materials, it's all like the earth that was there?
Yeah, it's just, it's formed into a way, and with an 18, it kind of clicks in your mind. You remember that, I think it was the Modron that you were talking to, they were saying that the maze engine brought order to the Underdark. And so you start to think that maybe the maze engine created the labyrinth, created some semblance of order out of the chaos that was the tunnels in the Underdark.
Now I'm very excited about getting there.
Okay, and then second watch was Brand and the Owl. Brand, if you want to go ahead and roll that perception check for me with advantage.
17.
You pick up on a lot of the same things that Tarian did. You feel safe for now. The Phasris is, it's not clinging to anyone specific, so you're confident that no one's having any demonic dreams at all. But again, just like Tarian, you feel that you are not alone in these tunnels, and that you're going to need to keep on your guard as much as you can the further you get in. But it's a quiet watch. Let's see. And then Valencia was third watch, correct? Did you want to try and take it with anyone? That's true, you do. Jeez, from a 1 to a 19? Dude, relax. Okay, the first 10 minutes of your watch, you are very distracted, your mind is wandering, and then you zone in super hard. You kind of get a sense of your surroundings a little bit. You kind of tell, not like where you guys are, but you can just kind of tune yourself in with the earth around you. And as you're just patiently watching, the tunnel's about 20 feet wide, so you guys are fairly comfortable, kind of spread out down the length of the tunnels. But I will say that you, with that 26, can barely make out, not quite footprints, but more like game trails in the stone. So you can tell that people have been traveling through this area. Whether that was recently or not, it doesn't look like there's any kind of recent disturbance, but this is definitely going to be one popular entrance for entering and exiting the labyrinth. Like I said, they're not quite footprints, they're more just like ruts in the ground, almost like when you see like a dirt road that's just been walked on thousands and thousands of times. There's just like a little bit of a depression where people have stepped, you know? What are those called? Like convenience trails? What are those called in, like when you see grass that's dead in like one path?
Desire trails.
Yes, desire trails, thank you. Currently, yes. Like I said, about 20 feet wide. Okay, yeah, you wander forward a little bit, and you can kind of see, you got dark vision, right? Yeah. You can kind of see probably about 50 feet ahead of you, just hard 90-degree turn to the right. But, yeah, I'll give you kind of the same stuff I gave everyone else, that, like, the tunnels, they feel like they're not organic, but they're definitely organic. It's very bizarre. You've never seen a naturally occurring structure like this before. The closest that you've probably seen is maybe a crystal formation, or like those basalt towers that all grow in hexagons. Where it is naturally occurring, but it looks man-made. So you're going up to that bend, you said? I'm just gonna say, Tabos is probably awake at this point. You tell me, Tabos.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, Dritz is up, sharpening his swords, so Dritz nods.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah, looking around that right turn, it looks like the tunnel just goes on forever without any turn. So you're not sure where that one is going to lead you, but it's the only direction you've got. There's no T's, no four-way intersections. It just looks like it just goes past your true sight.
So you were, what, 2 watches away? So I might be asleep.
Yeah. Which, I'll tell you, Driddle, I think you were asking about that earlier, kind of, right?
Yeah, I asked the Modron when we first saw it, what the maze engine was, and I think I cast legend lore on it. So I would relate all the information I have with the group.
Okay. I think in general, the labyrinth shouldn't shift. But, if the maze engine is damaged, or if Baphomet's using his influence on some part of the maze, there's a possibility, maybe. But for the most part, it shouldn't.
If it all goes really bad, I can teleport us back to the tower.
Then yeah, Thabos, can you make an Arcana check for me?
3.
Noted. Okay. Never mind. Okay. So
I'm not smart.
That's okay. The night passes. It's only Brand really that used spell slots yesterday, so Brand can mark a long rest. But you guys begin traveling, and Valencia, you're kind of leading the group down this tunnel, and like I said, it just turns right and just goes. It feels like you're going in circles, but you know you're definitely going. It's very disorienting, and it's a little bit draining, honestly, because there's no variety in these tunnels. It's just the same thing over and over and over again for what feels like hours. But there's no turns. It's one straight tunnel. Right. Well, as you say that, the tunnel that you've been following gradually widens until it opens into a cave with a high ceiling overhead. Patches of glowing fungi cling to the walls and fill the chamber with dim light. Columns of stone support the ceiling, the rock marbled with veins of glittering crystal. Across the chamber, a great cleft is ringed by a profusion of sigils and glyphs. Stacked to either side of the opening are 2 mounds of severed heads.
Real homie.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Are they severed people heads or animals?
How close are you getting to investigate?
I'll take
Not
a
very
look.
close.
You said they were on they're on spikes?
Oh no,
It's
just
the piles.
piles, just mounds.
If the group is going, I'm gonna stay behind everyone, but
Yeah,
I will
I'll take a
definitely
look if you're...
Okay.
I'll go with.
Yeah. You're not using the ability. You're just keeping an eye, right?
I'll go with as well and have passed out a trace up for everyone.
Okay, everyone go ahead.
That'd be perception or investigation.
Yeah, I was gonna have everyone make a perception check, please.
Everybody?
Perception, yay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everyone that's approaching the stacks of heads.
21.
I'm gonna guidance myself. Oh, I crit.
Nice, dude.
Hey.
And then guidance on top of that.
Okay. As you guys approach, yeah, all you guys can tell as you get closer, the heads are mostly gnolls, with a few other Underdark races can be found if you look closely, but mostly gnoll, it looks like.
Baphomet and Nagu had a big rivalry.
It's true. Remind me, Brand, you speak Abyssal, correct?
I do.
Looking at the runes and the glyphs all along the walls here, it's easy to tell that this whole... Well, hold on. Yeah, I'll tell you that you see invocations to Baphomet, curses, and the inverted names of gods that are scrawled around the cleft in the wall. And they're all written in dried blood, which is nice. You can tell that this place has been consecrated in the name of Baphomet, and it does give him the title of the Horned King, the Lord of Minotaurs.
And the rest of the party now. Can I translate anything that anyone asks?
I can also read it.
Oh, that's right. You can tell that the curses and the names and the glyphs continue down the walls of this chamber that you're going into, or this tunnel that you're entering.
Well, looking at it with like detect magic and stuff on, is there any actual magic and consecration? I'm also going to use a divine sense, or is it just they're writing on the walls, or does it actually have some power?
It doesn't look like there's any like glyph supporting or anything. No spells stored in walls. It looks like it's simply ritual. It's not actual magic. But I mean, that's not necessarily comforting, but it does kind of put that.
Wait, you have, well, if you want to make sure, you paladins have the ability to identify consecrated or desecrated ground.
Yeah, and I'm going to use a divine sense just for that to see if it is.
What's the opposite of the hallow spell?
You can use it to consecrate or a desecrated area.
Yeah, it's the same spell, it just you can use it both ways.
Okay, give me 1 second.
And if we don't want to fight Baphomet and his homies on their own terms, we can go to the maze engine first and see if we can do something with it. Yeah, good idea.
Okay.
We just throw rocks at him from up high.
I will say, Thavos, that this place is under the effect of the hallow spell, but it is unholy. It seems that celestials cannot enter this area. Nor can they charm, frighten, or possess any creature within the labyrinth, or at least where you see these runes and stuff written on the wall.
Follow us up.
Oh, so the angels must be somewhere else then.
The Modron can follow you in, but it seems that celestials are unable to give any influence on this area. As far as you can see from here, this is the only way in, but I mean, you can backtrack and look for another way in.
Well, we knew coming into this, Baphomet was here. It's called the Labyrinth. This is his territory. I think, this is the best we're going to get. I don't think any other entrance is going to be any better than this one. This is his hunting grounds. We're hunting the beast where he lives.
But we do want to find the maze engine first, right? That's why we have our little Modron friend.
If we can take control of the labyrinth, I think that would make it easier to hunt him.
Of course, and I think
ours instead of his.
The Modron said that they might be able to work it or figure out how to work it if we got him to it. I don't think we can though, because they're not even. It's like no angels allowed sign on the front door, even though I don't know that.
Well, and this is only the front door. There might be a back door.
There might be other doors. The angels could have always been here, or any number of things. Just because they can't enter or leave now doesn't mean they never did.
Ooh.
You are very smart.
Someone go ahead and make me a medicine check.
I can do that. I actually had decent medicine. Although that wasn't very good. That's an 11. Maybe someone else has a better medicine than I do. Maybe Brand. Yours is good.
Oh, jeez, 28? You crit? Yeah, he critted. Okay. Brand, looking at this blood, you can tell it's probably only a few months old. So yeah, if there were angels here before Baphomet and the Minotaurs, then, possibly.
Interesting.
Though I wouldn't want to be a celestial trapped in Baphomet's cage. It wouldn't be fun.
That would definitely suck.
Hey, but even if they are dead, we can get more than 6 feathers. Yeah, can we just
not hell.
Can we just scoot the Modron in front? Or what do we do? Hold them out in front and just go beep 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 like a metal detector?
The Modron? I mean, if you just ask him, he can guide you guys. You guys are heading to the maze engine, though?
Tie into a stick and use him
to
that's
what I'm saying.
Rod.
Okay. Sorry, 1 second. My lenses just popped out of my glasses.
Oh, no.
Whew, that was weird. Okay. If you ask him, he'll say, We have options. We can either connect you with our brethren, or we can take you to the maze engine.
Who are your brethren? Are those other Modrons?
Affirmative.
I thought they all were missing or dead. Are they here somewhere?
We were separated.
Oh.
The brethren are close. As he kind of like hesitates and kind of like tunes himself into something.
Could they be at the maze engine? Do you know where exactly they are?
Looking around at the maze around him, he says, "That seems unlikely."
I mean, might as well talk to them. Unless anyone doesn't want to.
Affirmative.
True. Yes, Modron, connect us to the others.
Got it. And he begins leading you guys. Tarn and Brand, you got the highest passive perceptions, correct?
18.
Yeah.
Yeah, the two of you, after about 5 minutes of walking, you guys hear footsteps approaching you from the tunnel ahead.
Says, Tarn
They sound
stops.
uneven, as if someone is limping.
Tarn stops for a moment and holds up a hand. There's someone ahead. I'll go first and check what's going on. And Tarn will kind of walk ahead of the group a little bit to see what's.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm just keeping my pass without a trace up for everyone within 30 feet of me.
I gotcha. As you guys creep forward, a gnoll slinks from the tunnels ahead, creeps out of the shadows, glancing cautiously at the tunnel around it. Its filthy body is bent and covered with tatters of clothing and scraps of blood-encrusted armor. And the creature looks you over with one good eye, the other lost in a mass of scar tissue. He is like half a step away from crawling towards you, and he's approaching you with his arms out and his head down. And he speaks and says something in Gnoll.
I think one of my spells has comprehend language.
But
Tarn,
looking up, he sees that none of you recognize what he's saying.
Tarn
Yeah.
turns her.
Oh, yes, I do have it.
Tarn turns her head in confusion.
As he sees your confusion, before you cast anything, Driddle, he switches to Abyssal. And Brand, you pick up on...
Powerful masters, you honor us by your presence. Seek you passage through the maze. The spiral of the great horned king. They can help, yes. Trust Gash, if he will see you through the maze, he will.
He's offering us safe passage through the maze, it seems.
He's about to die.
We can rectify that.
Well, no, my point was, he doesn't know safe passage. If we sneeze on him, he's gonna die. Like, we don't know what he just walked away from.
He does not look well, yeah.
Are you speaking Abyssal back? What has caused your injuries?
Minotaur, mostly, infighting. Despicable creatures that crawl these tunnels.
And what is your goal?
My goal is to survive, Great Master.
I replied to the party exactly what he said.
Okay. That's his goal, yeah.
I mean, shouldn't you just leave? If that's your goal. Oh yeah, we can just point him back the way he came.
Wait, I looked at us at the party. Yeah, because it sounds like he doesn't speak common. I speak common to the people, not Underdark, just upper common.
Mm-hmm.
We've killed their literal god, and the only gnolls we've met have slaughtered many. Who's to say as soon as we point him to the exit, he's just gonna do that?
Well, I'm not opposed to just like, killing him right here.
We say we get information, what we can from him, and then decide his fate from them.
And he kind of interrupts and says,
What is it that you all seek? You seek wealth, glory, what is it?
Okay, he sounds like a door-to-door salesman. We should just kill him.
We speak Baphomet.
You seek the Horned King himself.
Yes.
Go ahead and make me a persuasion.
Oh,
check.
no, we weren't. We're, sorry. For the engine thing.
Oh, you said maze engine? Okay.
Yeah.
Gosh, okay. Well, then don't make that check. He says,
Gash can lead you there, if that is what you desire.
I'm going to turn to the rest of the party and be like, he can lead us, but look at him. He's going to slow us down. Either we need to fix him, or
I'll carry him.
that's a possibility.
I'm like giant. I can carry more than anyone else.
at this point, he's like kneeling and like bowing towards you guys.
Okay, he's trying to get brownie points, guys. Something's up.
Can I?
carry
I want to roll insight.
The Modron can lead us there. I say we just kill this guy.
Actually,
Mm-hmm.
excuse me. Are those more demon or is he?
They're humanoids, but they're borderline.
They're technically humanoids, even though they are born of Unagi. Okay. Does anyone else want to make insight checks?
I will try.
Go ahead.
Make an insight.
Okay.
8. Not very good. Does it look like when he talks, he's like talking like an injured Knoll would?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, his face is kind of disfigured. He's got, like I said, the top left side of his head is mostly covered in scar tissue. But I'd say that Valencia and Brand can pick up on he looks scared, whether that's scared of you or scared of whoever sent him this way. He doesn't look like he wants to be here, that's for sure. But he looks like he is serving a higher purpose, whether that is to guide people through the maze or whatever it might be.
We have a guide, guys. We got the Modron. This guy just seems sad.
I'm not opposed to just killing him.
I kind of want to do that.
At least ending his misery, I guess.
Just after the
Those
Garant
close
simulacrum, I don't want to get tricked by anyone, so I feel like if we just kill him now, we can avoid some embarrassment down the road.
Don't waste any spell slots. We need to conserve what we can before we face another demon lord soon.
Of course, I mean, look at the whelp. It doesn't look like I need a spell slot at all to kill him. Probably just go punch him.
Is there any other information you can tell us about this maze, friend, before we travel through, as Brand tries to point him forward?
You call him friend. Go ahead and make me a persuasion check. See how well he takes that.
Well, he looks sad. He looks like he could use a friend.
I know.
Me too.
22. He can like kind of pick up on your good intentions that you have, not necessarily with him, but just in general. And like this kind of fear that he was hiding comes to the front. And he stands up and says,
Turn back. Flee, never return.
Why?
My masters are vile minotaurs who wait in the maze eager to kill all trespassers.
I turned to the rest of the party and speak in common. I kind of want to keep him around, actually. He might be useful for information of dangers inside the maze. We use the Modron to guide us, but I will take him on as my burden, as I have the quote flag still on my shoulder, invisible. I point out.
Oh yeah, the
You're
closet
willing
is
to
still
take-
here.
If you're willing to take on that burden, Brand, I trust your judgment.
How long does the closet control last?
like 10 days, and he's been replenishing it.
Yeah. So I'm upcasting it by 1 level.
Mhm.
And I
Well, he's
recast
not-
it every
well, he's not
5.
technically- well, he's not a- well, he's
I've been
not
trying
a
to recast it
human.
every
He's
5 days.
He's a humanoid.
No, on the closet.
Oh, right.
He's a wretch. He can't be. He's no threat. Honestly, even healing him won't make him a threat. It's one Knoll. We've killed their lord. We've butchered them by the score. I'm not threatened by one hyena.
I'm not either, but I don't have any healing to waste on him.
I do.
I warn him the catfish over there wants to eat you. No.
Did you say that? Okay.
No, I did. They wish to heal you. Will you allow it?
He looks at her and kind of nods and cautiously moves towards Valencia. Okay.
And I offer you protection. You will no longer be a slave to these minotaurs with us.
Okay. He seems overly grateful for this help you guys have provided to him. And he kind of lightens up a little bit, and he takes, I think, 11 or 12 hit points to get to full.
I feed him some mushrooms because they look like he might not have eaten.
Yeah, he's looking a little scrawny. Let me check what his next. But he'll tell you guys that,
Again, I suggest that you all leave. But if you insist, I can guide you.
I'm going to speak to the rest of the party in common. We're hunting Baphomet. If there are minotaurs that are ambushing at the entrance, would it not benefit us to get rid of them?
did I lose you guys?
Oh no, I'm still with you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Davis. He might just be lagging
I
behind.
cannot hear anything. Give me 1 second.
So wait, Davos, what did you just say? If they're ambushing at the entrance,
The minotaurs are waiting at the entrance. We're gonna have to come out this way eventually, and right now we're all at the top of our game. I say we.
just go and
Presumably,
swing
the
in?
knoll knows where they are. We can go find them and kill them, and then we know the entrance is safe.
I can hear you
Okay.
guys.
Okay.
That is an option.
I guess I've never fought minotaurs. I don't know how strong they are, but I think we can probably take them.
Yeah, Brand, can you ask him how many there are at the entrance waiting for us?
We'll just say that Brand acts as a translator, and
Just say it out loud, and then you guys.
Yeah, we'll assume. If you're talking to him directly, we'll say that Brand is acting as a mouthpiece. He says,
Scores. The Minotaur's maze fills a large section of the Underdark. They've spared my life in exchange for leading travelers into the maze, but there are many.
Maybe not then.
Is going past them the only way to get to the maze engine?
Indeed.
well, he kind of hesitates and thinks, and says,
Perhaps not. I might know another way.
We love other ways.
okay. He's pretty sure he can try and help you guys out with that, but I do need you guys to tell me how. I mean, if you are delving into this maze with Gash, okay, the Modron looks like he's running some numbers in his head and says, we can calculate a route to the maze engine that will take approximately 25 hours of travel.
But the Modron also doesn't... Modron, do you know where the Minotaurs are at in these calculations?
Negative.
Okay, that's what I was dreading.
He can get us there. And I'm assuming it probably the most efficient way.
Yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily mean we get there alive.
Yeah. I say we still follow the Knoll. Because at least the Knoll knows where the Minotaurs are at.
He's been willing to warn us about the dangers.
Communication is limited. More specific details such as enemies and other inhabitants may be clouded with interference.
Yes, angels. I've seen them. They can be. I can create a route.
And that route will still take us to the maze engine?
Of course.
Yes, you should definitely do that.
4 days.
That's not that bad.
I could do it in 3 if we run.
Oh, also, there's one other. Wait, there's another ingredient that we might need.
Oh, the Garistro heart.
Correct.
The Garistro heart says, "Do you know where to find Garistros?"
At the mention of the word Garistro, he kind of like shudders and like winces and says,
Yes, I've seen many. Not many, but few.
We need to kill one.
A Goristro.
Yes.
I can take you there. I cannot participate.
That is, we will not ask you to. Just show us the way.
Well done. Where put? Do you want angels or do you want a Goristro first?
Which would get us to the maze engine faster? Which one is on the way?
The angels.
Yeah.
That's true. All right.
I feel like the angels probably won't try to kill us on sight. I hope.
Yeah, sure.
okay. Either history or religion, sure.
I mean, we're not demons. Yep. Thavos, put on your best smile when we talk to those guys.
What's your alignment? Then you're probably pretty good, yeah.
Ah, Celestials, pretentious pricks.
Yes, that's kind of their whole thing, so.
Thavos, you aren't like straight up evil, are you?
That depends. Whose scale of morality are you judging me against?
You seem like a pretty
reformed
middle.
criminal?
You seem like a pretty middle of the road guy as far as morality goes.
Angels will probably take offense to my existence. Is that my fault or is it theirs?
I mean, we can just remind them of what's her face that rules the first layer. Not like all angels are perfect.
Oh, Zariel.
But the fall of Zariel is a tragedy. She is the best of them.
Well, we need 6 of their feathers anyway, so...
I will ask, is any of this conversation being translated to Gash?
No.
Okay.
I doubt angels trapped in the labyrinth of Baphomet
Are looking for a fight.
are at their best. They will not be paragons of their kind.
That's true. And
Gash
I mean,
kind of perks up and his ears like flick around, and he turns to Brandon and says,
We must move.
Let's go.
I can tell the others head out now.
run.
okay. Yep, and he starts just like booking it down a tunnel.
All right.
I keep
ready
passing
to
that
follow.
a trace up.
Okay. I'm gonna have Taran roll me a survival check with advantage because you got Gash with you.
Yay.
And you have a -5 because of how fast he's moving.
Okay, -5 to survival, so advantage -5. So 18 minus 3 is 13.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, as Gash is just galloping through these tunnels, 13's not bad. You guys struggled to keep up with him for a while, but after a couple hours of like pretty intense running, he slows down and says,
I think we are safe. Minotaur smelled them.
okay. But yeah. Sure, yeah, go ahead. The Divine Sense really doesn't come up with anything. It looks like these tunnels are completely abandoned. Those little desire paths that you had noticed are nowhere to be seen. These tunnels look fairly untouched. So, but Gash will continue leading you guys at a normal pace now. And yeah, I say a normal pace, but he is very inclined to not stop. It's clear that he has a determination to keep moving as quickly as possible without exhausting anyone. You guys go for, I'll say, about half a day left, and you're able to make camp. Gash sees you guys getting exhausted and says,
"We must rest. This is a safe place. Rest here."
All right.
I'm not sleeping next to that guy.
Fair enough. I will ask who is doing watches.
I'll do second watch.
Okay.
I'll do first.
Okay. And yeah, we'll do it. Yeah. Okay.
I'll do first.
Okay.
With-
I'll go last.
Okay. So, Tarn and Thavos, go ahead and roll that perception, either separately or one person with advantage.
I already
And-
have advantage, so take your number because I'm sure it's higher.
I have a +7.
Yeah, you got me beat.
Yeah.
Ooh, natural 20. 27.
Dang, very nice. As you begin this watch, you watch Gash pretty quickly passes out. He also looks exhausted, even though you did heal him. He's been through a lot the past couple days, and he looks in general very worried as he goes to sleep. With that nat 20, you also able to see that the Phaserus is much thinner, but it's more opaque. So yeah, there's just not as much, but it's much denser.
Amos, do you ever think of what gnolls might be like without any ties to Yinagu? They're just, I don't know, traveling people?
I think they'd have the same potential anyone does. All mortals have the capacity for choice. They are humanoid as much as anyone else is. But also, they are tied to Yinagu, and Yinagu still exists. I think it's a useless thought experiment to attempt to figure out what their race would be like without him, because he's here and there's nothing we can do about it, unless we're gonna go hunt him.
That might be, who knows? I mean, unlikely, but if in some wild future we kill Yinagu in the abyss, that would be definitely a interesting thought experiment for sure.
I think they could be anything, much like the only parallel I can draw from my own experience is my own people. We are bound to the Raven Queen, and we are like her. It is inevitable. Until she is gone, we will always be like her.
Let's see. Valencia and Brand was on second watch, correct? With your owl and your Quasit, who at this point you notice has not slept, if at all, more than half an hour at a time.
Would I know anything about demons on how often they need to sleep? Like, is he overexerting himself?
Make an either religion or insight check. 13. I mean, he certainly looks like he's exhausting himself. Yeah, like you'll watch him fall asleep, and then he'll wake up and shake himself awake and pinch himself.
Okay. I give him new orders that he does have to get a full long rest each night with me while I sleep. If not while I rest, he can sleep on my shoulder while we travel. I need you in tip-top shape. No trying to get out of this with exhaustion death.
Kind of sighs and says,
"As you wish."
Okay.
I do try to do something friendly and offer him a little fungus for food.
He won't
Savory,
take it.
delicious.
Nah, he won't take it.
I order to at least taste it.
He licks it.
If you don't like it, then be fine. If you enjoyed it, you're welcome.
It tastes like bio.
Brent giggles in his head.
Okay. But with a 22, you watch. You're cautious of Gash, especially, and of your Quasit. But you also notice in the night as the Phaserus almost starts to cling to Valencia's body as she sleeps. Valencia, you, before your watch, you experience a very strange dream. You find yourself in what looks like it almost looks like a school or like a research, like a wizard's tower almost, but it's entirely abandoned. All the shelves are cleaned out. There's not a book to be seen. The chair next to the desk in front of you has been knocked over, and the only light that you can see is coming through the window on the front of a door that's across the room. Yeah, feels like it, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're a little disoriented. You kind of peer through the window, and it looks like there's a humanoid figure holding what looks like a torch in just this dark hallway on the other side of the door. As you open the window, your vision of what you would see completely changes, and instead you see this man standing over, I'll say a cat, and you can't quite see what he's doing to the cat on the table, but you can hear pained animalistic screams as he switches between different surgeon's tools and operates on this still living animal. As you watch, though, the cat on the counter, no longer a cat, it's you, writhing in pain as this figure, again, clearly unsedated, you are, and you're having some kind of surgery performed on you. Yeah. There's a pause, and you on the table there, catches your breath and you kind of start to slip into unconsciousness. And this figure looks over its shoulder, and you can see its eyes are glowing a beady red, and there's a little flame right above its forehead that's flickering. As it just glances over its shoulder, you can just see its eyes and its forehead. You don't see a mouth move, but you hear in your mind, and it just says, "Learning." You wake up.
Nope.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a wisdom save.
Brandon will check in on you.
You watch her kind of jump awake. Dang, dude, fail some wisdom saves already. Come on.
I think most of us, our wisdom saves are our best saves.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's hard is just you and me who don't have wisdom saves.
I just have really bad luck.
Yeah.
When it comes to them.
I'm trying.
Wait, am I the only one who doesn't have wisdom save proficiency?
I think so. Paladins do, druids do.
Yeah.
Fighters don't, but
I
picked up a feat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's just you.
You wake up from the dream, Valencia, and you're shaken, but you watch the phasers kind of disappear from the edges of your body, and you realize you were being influenced. That wasn't real. That was a dream. It's okay. You're fine. You're in danger, obviously, because of where you are, but ultimately, you're okay. So, yeah, just about.
Well, Baron, I just want to check in. Are you really okay? I watched you toss and turn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
and you can go ahead, Brandon. Yeah.
I just in case it does help you, I use mold earth to make kind of a bowl shape in the ground, and then I'll cast before going to bed. Create water, and I create like a fresh pool to clean your sweat off or refresh or whatever needed.
Okay, make a little wash basin. That's nice. Okay, cool.
Oh, and actually, before I do that, because I know it relaxes you, he does the druid craft to show you, because you can create a tiny thing that shows what the weather looks like. So I create like an illusionary effect that shows the night sky, and if it's clear, cloudy, or whatever, you can see your stars.
Okay.
Sleep well. Keep an eye on everyone.
Okay.
I'll leave my awakened shrub with her to keep him company.
Okay. Yeah. And then Valencia is woken up as well. If you want to go ahead and make that perception check with advantage. Very nice. There you go. Even though you had that strange dream and you're a little shaken, you're focused. And you're able to tune into your surroundings and keep a very close eye on everything around you. If there's any roleplay you want to do with Ron, we can do that after the break because I am dying of hunger. So, let's go ahead and take our 15-minute break. We'll meet back here at about 7:56. My math is right. Give or take. Yeah, me too. Right? Okay.
They are interesting. Well, he's just trying to get you on the same level everyone else is. That's pretty good. That one was good. I like that one. Yeah, it'll be. I'm pretty sure I know which demon lord it is too, though, which means he's. Ooh, I'm pretty sure with the red eyes and the fire on the forehead, that's textbook Baphomet imagery. Yeah, but it also means he's gonna have to, hit it hard because ostensibly we kill Baphomet in the next couple of sessions. Yeah, you might be having a fun time with the dreams here soon. Oh no. Nice. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah. I've had a few. Generally, though, if a character of mine dies, it's because I wanted them to. I don't think I've ever had a character get killed where it was like, oh no. Yeah. Right.
Wait, what'd you just come back to? Someone's dying?
Wow. No, so that's how your character died on Thursday.
Eldritch Nights are fun.
Neat. Yeah, if Tarn dies at all, I don't have much of a backup. I've just been so attached to her the whole time that I just like, nah. I'm confident she can make it through. But I don't know. I would probably like try something interesting, like probably just something completely off the wall, just like maybe like could do a warlock. I was thinking celestial warlock sorcerer might be a good idea. Or maybe could try artificer. Never done artificer before. Always seemed kind of intimidating. What else is there? Yeah. Or it could be a bard whose focus is on who I would do a homebrew bard who would be a college of cuisine, a bard that focuses on cooking and wants to make the best food out of one. Did I?
The Shrek one? Like just straight up Shrek.
Oh no, but wait, how are the onions? Wait.
Oh wait, you can do a Path of the Giant Barbarian and add your rage damage to the onions too, and they come back after you hit them. And your mount is like the mighty donkey.
Or can like, I don't know if there's like a character, if there's like a class or a character that uses bombs, but.
Returning homing onions too, dealing magical damage nonetheless. And then just being told to get out of my swamp even though you're 50 miles underground. That'd be a complete tonal shift. What's up, Grotz?
And they probably do something. I probably do a weird race. I do a pretty weird race.
I have a few. Okay.
I offer myself as tribute.
I have a very. This
What,
is a
to
very
give him weird mushroom
question.
STDs so we can kill him over the course of 60 years?
No, I was gonna give him head.
I mean, he does stand at like 10 feet tall. You know. That plan could work, Brand.
I had a very dumb idea. Wait, I had a dumb idea. Here's a really random question. Don't axolotls live underground? I know they live in water.
No.
No, they live in the lake that got covered by Mexico City.
Poor axolotls.
It's like the only place they naturally are found.
I feel like, yeah, it's like Bard College of Cuisine would be great. for a backup character. Just like, yeah, says, you know what? I'm gonna kill this Minotaur and I'm gonna make some steak out of it.
That's a
Like,
fun
but it's
backup
like
character.
some gourmet steak right there.
I don't know. I tried to think of annoying characters too.
An idealist.
I
You think
designed.
he's gonna live?
I tried to design all of Dungle's old like robbery squad, and each one is worse than the last. So if I die like 3
some
times,
idealistic cleric or bard or druid. Yeah, exactly.
I don't think Thanos actually hates you though.
Thanos doesn't hate any of you. If he did, he wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
He has, like, objectively, Thanos has no reason to care about any of this. He's not from here. He's not. He's only here for you guys. He doesn't care about the material plane.
Wait, I got an idea.
You wanted to get your spine back.
What if I got an idea?
Yeah, but I could do that anywhere.
I could be a gnoll. Like a gnoll.
How are you gonna be a gnoll?
I don't know. I told you I was just
said that he tolerates us.
Wild backup character ideas.
Yeah.
That's all. And I said, hey, Knowles.
You basically just said, like,
there.
I don't care enough about you to kill you.
He literally. Wait, which part of? No, which part of I don't care about any of you made you think he loves us?
I want to see it in writing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Shit.
It was deepfake. You did Thanos AI.
We're caught red-handed on camera.
Well, now he's gonna start hating us.
That's it. Everyone dies.
Yeah. In the recording, just like bass boosted 1,000% too, so it's super loud. I love you. As soon as he does, I want to kill him. Like I want to.
It'd be like, dude. It'd be a dumb. I mean, he'd be a real dumbass for trying to betray us.
Like, do gnolls also go back to the abyss when they die, even though they're not demons? Or do they
I
just
don't
die?
think gnolls do. Gnolls just die.
No, because they're humanoids. They're not demons.
Well, before we kill him, if he betrays us, we need to let him know that we killed the only person that ever truly loved him. Or not even loved him at all, but that he loved. Oh no, I'm only saying that if he betrays us, then we let him know, and then, you know, let him eat the curb. So Yanagu had the gnolls, Baphomet has minotaurs. Do the other ones have like followers? Oh, I know. Who had the elder brain?
Grotz has the elder. Yeah, Orcus, not Grotz.
Okay, so Orcus has a bunch of mind flayers. Is there a Frazer Blue fan club somewhere?
Frazer Blue's fan club is a lot of people. His whole thing is taking orders of, like, he usurps other orders, so he's, at least in other lore, he's had entire paladin orders dedicated to him who didn't realize they were serving him.
Oh, just because
he does that a lot. Yeah, he tricks groups of other people, so most of his followers don't realize they're following him, but they're still willing to, you know, fight and die for whatever they think he is.
I just wonder what he thinks of this whole situation, because he can see out of the gem. Just like his point of view is, he's just like crying the whole time. I'm always tempted, but I don't want to. It's okay. I've on my note sheet is random scribbles, random notes, and then just schemes if I ever want Jiddle to die as fast as possible. Oh yeah, no, I have scenarios on someone says something or like specific thing happens where I just start pulling. I'm even on the sheet is give one to the gnoll if I suspect anything. Have him take the first pull. Be like, hey bro, you wanna play a card game, Nash?
And to warn you, you have to make sure he pulls it, because even if you take the card out and hand to someone, you get the effect.
And also, I wasn't gonna do this because it was mean. If you don't declare how many cards you're gonna pull, nothing happens. So I was just gonna run in front of everyone and start pulling like 1 million and just see everyone start screaming.
Yeah, that was scary. There's so many.
Yeah.
Good and a lot of bad stuff.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to give it to the Knoll, because like, what if he pulls the one that gives him like 5 wishes and we just all die?
Yeah. If no one pulls a card within the next day, I'll pull it up here.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. We're about to go fight Baphomet. We don't need you in a jar across the multiverse. I'm really only planning to like draw like the max amount of cards I can, just see which one I get first if I'm about to die.
Oh yeah, be careful.
Or who knows? Maybe I'll go like insane.
You're gonna pull 10. You hit 10.
Oh man! Oh, you just gave me.
What? Is that a good idea?
It's a good idea.
It's okay though, because with all the spells from all the spell books, I don't think anyone's pulling a card from that anytime soon. I slapped a few good enchantments on that. Oh yeah, me too. I read through it and I was very curious on if he chose different ones. And I think he said he might. No, but I'm very excited.
Got a Frosty from Wendy's. I put it down on the couch, and that fell over and all dumped out.
Oh.
I didn't even start it. Like, I took one bite, and then it did that. Man, worst day ever. That's fine. Okay, so that's why I was late, but let's get back to it. Why don't we?
I sent you a message.
Did you? Let's look that up. Did you roll a stealth check for that, Brad?
No. Good.
Can you, please?
I still if I passed that a trace though.
Yes, sir.
So 35.
I don't even know why I made you roll that. Fair enough. Brad does something. Okay. So you guys are. Oh, that's right. Valencia and Rod. Did you want to talk to him about anything at all, or did you want to just get the watch over with?
Oh, like shuffling through your knuckles?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's like closely watching. He says, "That's a neat trick. You know, whatever works. Fingers are too fat for that. Makes sense."
My awakened shrub watching is very impressed. Eyes wide. Whatever happens when you awaken, if it even has, I don't understand.
Mhm.
It can speak though for some reason.
Yeah, right. He's watching and just says, "I feel like we're, I don't know, not that we're wasting time, but I feel like we need to pick up the pace." Yeah, well, this is the most claustrophobic I've felt the entire time we've been down here, but I trust this Knoll kid. He's seems sincere. He just seems to want to survive. So, but I think that the sooner we get in, deal with the big angry Minotaur and get out, the better it'll be. 'Cause it's just him down here, right? I've also been trying to think about who's next. You know, I agree with that, but I remember talking to an old friend of mine one time. He said that it's easier to focus on making your second million gold than your first million. So I'm always trying to think what the next step might be. So do we go after Gratz, even though that'd probably be one of the harder ones, or go for Juablex, who seems like he's kind of stuck to the background? I don't know. Well, yeah, right, which kind of scares me about the slime guy. You know, last we heard of him, we were in Blending Stone the first time fighting that pudding guy, but even then we didn't even see him face to face. Thavos saw her once in a vision. It wasn't pleasant, but from what I remember and what I've heard, it sounds like she's not on the offense necessarily, she's more in the preparation stage for whatever she's doing. Well, I mean, she's doing less overall damage than Demogorgon is clearly. But it just makes me think, oh jeez, I don't even want to think about that. Who knows where that slimy little loser is? let's get rid of this guy and then move on to the next, I guess. With that 22, your perception check or your watch goes well. But not morning rises, but you guys finish your rest, and Gash begins continuing to lead you on. Just because I want to get you guys there. Tarn, go ahead and roll me a d20.
Right, a d20. Yes, I will do that.
Giving you technical disadvantage because you walk lower on this table. 3, perfect. No, don't roll again. That's fine. That's great. Okay. Gash is very confident in the way that he's taking you guys. He isn't going as fast, but you sense that the kind of sprint that you started out this little journey on got you enough of a head start that you should be able to get there in decent time. So, and I'll roll for this final day. Natural 1, perfect. Okay, yeah. So it's comforting, and there's a couple moments where Gash kind of perks up and hears something in the distance and breaks into a run for a couple miles and then slows down. And but after those 3 days of travel, nearing the late afternoon of your travel session, Gash takes a sharp left and enters this cavern that is, compared to the rest of the labyrinth, extremely natural. And I will put you guys on what you see. Oh, am I on the right layer? Yes, I am. Cool. Let's see.
This is at the end of our day of travel.
Yeah, this is nearing the end. And I'll throw Gash up there too. We'll make him this one short. Okay. This is what you guys see. You enter this little cavern that's about knee-high in water, submerged. And in the center is what looks to be a raised platform of considerable size, lit with candles. And I will say, in addition to that, I'm just trying to reveal everything here. You guys can see everything.
Is this where the core is?
Yeah.
He was taking you to the angels first. Yeah.
Oh, is this where the angels are?
Yes, I'll get there in just a second. Once I finish revealing. Okay, cool. So yeah, you can kind of see through these stalagmites that are poking up, kind of surrounding this raised platform. From the distance and with the candlelight flickering, you can see what looks to be 3 forms facing away from you guys towards the north. Let me have any. I don't have any angels.
Are they covering their faces?
They're turned away from you, so it's hard to see. But they don't look like they're moving. They look like they're just standing in place.
It didn't look like they've seen us.
Doesn't look like it.
Do we announce ourselves to the celestial entities? Has anyone talked to an angel before? Deimos?
Yeah, I'm gonna use a divine sense.
Sure. Give me 1 moment.
Either way. I have 6 per long rest. I rarely use them all, so.
Yeah, you pick up on 6 celestials in the room.
But we only see 3 up there?
That you can see. The rest of the platform's kind of out of view.
Okay. I'll turn to everyone and say, well, I feel 6 of them.
8.
8? Oh, I feel 8 of them. And then looking around with the robe of eyes, because I can see 360 degrees and invisibility. I don't see anything, do I?
No, I don't think so.
Sweet.
Okay.
Well, I speak Celestial, so I can go and attempt to parlay if we would like.
I thought you said they'd be, like, hating on you.
Very well.
They might. We don't agree, but I don't agree with many people. Rarely does it go to static. I could be civil.
I'm worried that they may do something to our Null traveler. So I'm gonna keep Pass Without a Trace up, and if anyone else wants to keep with me in the knoll, I'm gonna stay like near the entrance or something.
Okay.
Well, the angels could probably lead us, or we can just use them. Yeah, we'll keep the knoll alive.
Do the angels look like they're moving?
No, they don't.
Weird.
I tell my knoll companion to stay quiet so that they can't hear him, and to back up to stay next to me.
He nods.
Stealth.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. You get closer and approach Thavos, and you can see that these tokens that I've got here are just representations. There are, between these stalagmites, several statues of winged humanoids that are set in poses of suffering and anguish. Some cover their faces while others claw at them. Others reach towards the ceiling, their faces twisted into expressions of longing. But they are indeed all petrified.
Wow.
Thavos is
cured that.
Does anyone have a chisel? Like, didn't say the feather had to be intact.
Thavos is gonna look at all the petrified angles and sort of, and then keep going.
Right? I want to make a whole bunch of Doctor Who jokes right now.
Wait, so all of them are petrified?
Looks like it, yeah.
Oh, that sucks for them. And I don't think we have anything on us to cure petrification.
Taran just
I
walks
can't
up
do
to
that.
Taran just walks up to one of the angels and just has a staring contest.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Okay. That one is kneeling on the floor with its face buried in its arms.
One kneeling on the floor with his face buried on his farm.
I think they're still alive. They just can't move, talk, or think.
Revivify, in your experience, does not redo petrification. In your experience, it's usually like Greater Restoration.
Yeah, so if we rest, I can cast that.
I will say some of them are wearing robes, vestments, jewelry, but as Thavos walks around, you can see in Celestial, some of them have their names like etched into their clothing, their little bangles that they're wearing.
Do I recognize any of the angels that are named here?
I doubt it. Probably not. I'm not even going to look for it. I'm going to say no.
We should ask the knoll, is there anything down here that can petrify other creatures?
He shakes his head. He was told to stay quiet.
Oh. Well, I'll do it telepathically then, so we can still be quiet.
If there were stone, he can speak if he wants.
Oh, he nods.
He speaks Thistle. I'll translate for you.
Okay. He says,
not to my knowledge, these have been stone. As long as I've been here.
Oh, these are like old dudes.
Well, like I said, if you want to rest, after I take a long rest, I will swap my spells and I can change at least one of them.
Yeah. Well, at least we can always come back here. I wonder how much can we fit an angel in the bag of holding?
Oh yeah, they need oxygen. Can we fit them in there?
Yeah, they don't need to breathe.
again, it's more of an issue of opening the bag of holding enough to fit a creature inside.
Do they still count as creatures when they're petrified, or are they objects?
They are technically objects.
What are you trying to do?
I don't know. I'm thinking of anything I can squeeze out of the sorcerer spell list right now.
Oh, I gotcha.
Thavos,
Yeah, Thavos, go ahead.
what do they all look like? Because you said they're all petrified in various...
Yeah, they all look
Yes.
different too. Some of them are male, some are female, some are more clothed than others. They're in various different poses. They all look vastly different and unique. But yeah.
Thavos is going to go find the one that looks most, like, sad, because it's an emotion that Thavos can understand, and is going to trail his fingers up its arm and then say, in Celestial, I don't know what you did, but I'm sure it didn't deserve this.
Give me one moment here.
Because Thavos considers himself angelic, at least for the Raven Queen, and he's been petrified. It sucks.
You were petrified before?
I'll give you an option here. There's the one that Tarn is in front of, that's kneeling on the floor with its face buried in its arms. But there's another one, this one here. Claws at its eyes, its face appears torn and rent.
Oh, it's like twins, Thavos.
So, which one? You said you're touching one of them?
Yeah. Oh, I don't like the way you said that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with the one that's clawing at its face.
Okay.
You just had a bad rash, probably.
You hear a voice in your mind. This is a man. He's bald, very well built, but just looks distraught. He's unclothed from the waist up. But he says, you just hear this voice in your mind resonate and says, ask. And this is going to work essentially like the divination spell.
Ooh.
Can I read the definition of the divination spell?
Let me pull it up real quick and I'll read it to you. Hold on. I probably should have done that before. Good point.
You get to just ask one question, I think, and you get a reply that that creature might give you, but it doesn't take into account any of our capabilities.
You can ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. I will offer a truthful reply. The reply might be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen. Doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion. Yeah.
Well, within the next 7 days, the only thing I can think of is the maze engine. So, I don't really have a question.
Ask if they love you.
No thanks. I think I know the answer there. I don't
He doesn't
think
need
that's
that one
necessary.
answered.
Oh yeah, ask like we rip a feather, like a piece of your feather off of the stone, and try to use it in the heart.
Maybe we could like chisel it or something.
That was my idea, but if he asks it, we might be able to learn whether or not that's a stupid plan.
It has to be something. Do we intend on using the feathers within the next 7 days? Because if I'd have to ask about using them, and
even if we don't, the question remains the same. If you said we rip off a feather and try to use it right now, that would
it work?
Yeah, that would still give us would it work?
Yeah, I'll ask that. It's like
but make sure to throw in 6 feathers because we need 6.
If we removed a feather from you and 5 of your companions and used it in the Dark Heart, would it work?
To chisel or to break some part of divinity, and to use it against the bloodlustful creatures that crawl this earth, it will.
Alright.
Oh, awesome. We don't even need to help these guys.
Okay.
I'll sort of rub my hand that I used to touch the angel on my chest. It's like, they're more active than I thought they'd be. This one told me to ask a question, and I asked, if we remove their feathers and use them in the Dark Heart, will it work? And he said it would. So, we can chisel feathers off of these statues. I didn't ask.
We'd have to phrase it in a weird way too, because it's only within a week.
This one? It's number 3. Okay, 1 second. So this one is pointing to a spot on the cavern wall, and its mouth is hanging open in horror. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Nope. You touch it, and this angel has like dark, thick, curly hair. I guess you would know color. Thick, curly hair, and he's clothed in robes that look beautifully made, as well as this large sash around his waist. But as soon as you touch him, you just hear horrific screaming in your mind. Yeah, kind of the wall where you came in. So where this entrance is back here.
Does anyone have a chisel on them? Or like
I think so.
Stone?
Well, or maybe like a python and a hammer would work too.
Yeah.
We could just take like all of their wings.
I
you got,
have
like, an
a
old dagger,
miner's
that would work.
pick.
Perfect, dude. Perfect.
Yeah, should we just take every single one of their wings and...
No, do not take all the wings. I hope to come back and transform some of them. The next rest we have, I'm changing my spells. I'm gonna take one at a time, and under his breath, I'm gonna cast planar binding, and have an angel companion.
You need a lot of diamonds for that, though.
We have plenty of money.
Well, they're all petrified. I don't know many things that can trap an angel in such a fashion. Maybe they deserve to be trapped here in statues. Maybe they don't.
Yeah, we don't even know what petrified them, so it could just come back and kill us right now.
I'm talking for tomorrow was all.
They just look like little depressions in the ground. I'm gonna say that all the bones that are around them are not there. This is just the best I'm gonna find for a map. So.
Is there any hint of what might have happened to them in the room, or like evidence of?
Make an investigation check.
3.
Having a clue.
I don't know. If I have any spells I could help. So, does it count? They've been here a long, long time.
Mm-hmm.
Does the creature's soul remain in the, stone?
According to your understanding of petrification, yeah.
Okay.
They ain't dead.
Yeah. Well,
No,
I mean,
as far as you know, petrification essentially locks a creature in stasis for eternity until it is released.
okay. I feel like we should just take the feathers and get moving. As long as we clear out the maze, we can come back and help these guys anytime. Or, as Grant said, enslave them.
Not enslavement. It's just a binding contract.
Just a forceful binding to your service forever.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's a risk in touching these angels. We don't know exactly what is going to happen. So
I'll touch them.
Well, yeah, Thanos touched it and
just
nothing
me.
happened. Valencia
Alright,
touched it and nothing happened.
There's a risk,
Alright.
but we can mitigate it.
All right. Yeah. Well, we could. Well, fuck it. I'm risking. Let me see. Well, I can. So if we have enough picks and pythons,
Mhm.
I'll kind of go on to sort of pick at try and chip off a feather of the one with its head buried in its arms.
Okay. This one looks like the youngest out of the group. If you had to make an equivalent to a human, he looks maybe 16 or 17. He's got long, straight hair, these beautiful feathery wings, and he looks completely unclothed. But you go to touch him, and you hear a soft voice in common that just says, "What would you know? Ask, and I shall answer." And I'd like you to make an intelligence saving throw.
You get a +5 because you're standing next to me.
Thank you.
Okay, see the other guys give you a free
So
question. This guy's
16.
invading your
Thank
brain.
goodness.
Yeah, thank goodness. Goodness gracious, that would not have been good for you. Okay. Let me pull up this spell here.
Oh, was it, I think it was a spell I might have used. Was it Contact Other Plane?
How do you know that? What
Oh,
the crap?
I
Get out of my book.
No, I was looking at casting it to see if I could talk to angels. That's why I asked if they were actually dead in the stone.
I was literally reading that phrase as you said. That was
Because
stupid.
if their
Get out of
soul
my head.
wasn't in there, I was gonna see if I can cast it and talk to them.
There's-
But
Get out of my
It
head,
is-
Turtle.
The warlock.
Mhm.
You're talking to future warlock patron Dumbledore Cheeto.
There you go.
I mean, if I get powerful enough and survive, that could be a nice side gig.
Yeah, you can ask 2 questions as per the Contact Other Plane spell.
Wait, so
said
that means
two-
you're talking to the angel or someone
You said
associated to him.
2 questions.
Correct.
Does it have to be like a yes or no question?
You don't know.
And I can't explain it to you.
Tarna says, The tattoo on my arm. How do I unlock its most powerful magics?
Power.
It just says power.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch.
There's a pause, and then it says experience. Trial.
Well, that's not very specific. Okay. It said 2 questions, so there's one. Oh, exactly is Grost currently?
Say where?
Where exactly is Grost currently?
Again, there's a pause. And after a moment, let me pull up the map. I forgot.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I'm getting my most out of this.
Yeah.
You're getting a good answer after kind of like Magic 8-Ball one.
I think. Let's put Baldur's Gate.
Oh, okay.
He's getting around.
Okay. Well, is it okay? Cool. Nice. Gross is in Baldur's Gate.
Give me a history check. No, not even a history check. Your stomach kind of sinks. That's the closest major city to the Trialta Hills, though.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
Baldur's Gate's one of the biggest cities on the Sword Coast.
True.
Gross, I bet, is having a field day over there.
One of the big 3, yeah. This guy? On. Ooh. This one looks to be an older man with slicked back hair. Wearing very formal, not even robes, it looks more like vestments. Like a military uniform almost. And he's reaching his hands out as if offering something.
I got a feather from the one I asked questions, right?
Yeah, sure. We can do so.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, make me a charisma saving throw.
Another one that you're great at.
Mm-hmm. You guys are flirting with danger here. Yeah, no effect.
Do we all have to have an angel feather?
I mean, I think you need 6 from each from a different angel.
But I
just thought I'd help, just so not one person has to do all the touching.
Yeah. I mean, I want a high 5. And then, how many does Terran have?
Just 1.
Oh.
And then Savos has 1, correct?
Yeah. I'll try to get one. What statues haven't we touched yet?
Let's see. You've touched this one, this one, this one, and this one. So, the 3 to your left, and then the one on the far right.
Okay, so this one right ahead of me, we have touched?
Okay. No, not yet.
Okay, I'll try to get a feather from him after giving him a high 5. Depending on the visage of it. If it's horrifying,
right.
I'll just...
That one is one of the 2 women, and she is wearing full battle armor. She's got a helmet on, but her face is a mask of hatred. She's reaching towards the ceiling with hands far out of your reach.
I look up to see what is she trying to grasp at.
There's nothing on the ceiling that you can see.
Then I'll just give her a hug, I guess.
Okay.
Invisible people, or people who can see invisibility. Do you
right.
see anything on the ceiling?
Nope.
While also trying to get the feather. I'll just...
Go ahead and make me a wisdom save, Turtle.
Oh, actually, not bad. 21.
Wow. Great. Take...
Ouchies.
4 points of psychic damage.
And I'm resistant too.
Dang, dude. Yeah, you just feel the seething hatred enter your mind and then quickly dissipate.
Alright, thanks, lady. And then I'll rip off one of her feathers.
Okay, yoink. That's 4. Okay. This one.
Yeah, we need 2 more. Yeah,
okay.
These are kind of fun.
This one or this one? The one to the left or bottom?
I mean, wait, if you don't want to touch it, Brain does I want to come back here and I'll transform one of them out of their thing. We can get all the feathers from one of them without having to
They all look like they hate everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna play blinded though. That's why.
But it's out of character. I think it's a charisma save, right? They're angels. They're probably gonna pass that.
What's valid?
This one, this angel holds its hands to its face, concealing its visage. This is your weeping angel. Yeah, you hear a soft voice repeating 2 words over and over in Celestial. Which, let me pull up what they are, because I can do that.
Do you speak Celestial, Valentia?
Probably just saying like, gotta pee, gotta pee, gotta pee. It's been stuck here a while.
Don't blink, don't blink.
Donde está la baño? Donde está la baño? Right. It's saying, Skotse me, Skotse me, Skotse me, Skotse me. Yeah.
You're doing Latin, the Celestial?
That's Greek, homie.
Was it? Okay.
Yep. I was gonna say, Davis, you hear her saying it. She's saying "kill me" in Celestial over and over again.
After we take his feathers, we could.
Yeah, Thavos is gonna be honest here. I was considering lying to protect Valentia's feelings, but like, if he wants to die.
You can still hear the voice.
I'll get the last one. I don't think you want to be more horrified.
Okay, so we got this one and this one. You touched this one, but you didn't get affected from it.
Okay, and then there's one last one, right?
This one and this one.
Okay, I guess I'll go to this one first. Hey, before I touch it, I'll shout out to Brand. Brand, you want in on this? It's pretty fun.
No, as I said, I'm gonna wait to transform it back to normal, and I'll get all the feathers.
Oh, it's like Angel Roulette.
That one. This angel stands feet apart, head downcast, arms at its sides. It's a woman in what appears to be like wizards or like sages' robes of some kind. Yeah, you go for her wings, and another soft voice in common says, "Do not lose hope." The next wisdom saving throw that you make is made with advantage.
Woo!
Hey, something good.
I think that is the only good one. Well, except for the asking questions ones. But.
Yeah, I succeed my saves.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yes.
That leaves only this one.
Who wants to touch it?
I will say that one.
Our goal is to get feathers, not just touch them.
True. It's another one. This female angel is covering her eyes with her arms, but she appears to be smiling, and she is also moved from the waist up. Yeah. Okay. Thavos, you're doing it.
Yep, I'll touch her and take a feather. Because if we need 1 feather from 6 different angels, but if we collect, in multiples of 6, like 18 feathers, then we can try 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay, Thavos, I need you to make a wisdom save.
Do you get a Valentia bonus?
I think my paladin bonus is a little higher than hers. So I got a 15.
Dang, that was a nasty one. You're fine. Oh wait, is the 15 minus your or like after your bonus?
That's with everything added, yeah.
Oh dang it! It's DC 15. Gosh dang it! Ah.
There's probably so much cool stuff that we avoided just by sheer luck.
True.
Hey, don't worry. You'll have your revenge again.
It's okay. We're about to go fight Baphomet.
Okay, you guys now have 8 feathers.
And I guess, what, Brand, you said we'll be back tomorrow for more?
If we already have enough feathers, maybe there's not as much point. You get a good idea with they have the fight past the charisma saving throws.
We should wave the feathers in front of Fraz's stone before we go to sleep. Or like throw them like dollar bills, like slide them through your hands and toss them.
Or you can craft the dark void or
Well, I wasn't planning on going in there to flex on him. Just like stand above the rock and.
Not far, less than a day.
Oh, let's go.
Indeed.
Okay. Well, with that being said, you guys continue moving forward. Wonderful. Gash continues to lead you past the point of resting. Like you guys are feeling ready for a rest. As you come into this cavern, you see in front of you, you enter this massive cavern, and as you do, you can feel the temperature dramatically increase as you approach it. The cavern itself is open to quite a bit of, looks like natural lava flow. And I need to free up some space to get this backdrop ready. Let's see. Clearly in front of you, you can see what looks to be a 20-foot diameter sphere built of 1-foot wide bands of magically hardened and shaped bronze, engraved with arcane symbols. Gaps in the bands show various gears and articulation arms, which rotate and shift. It looks... The way that it's moving, it's not moving very much at all, I should say. It looks like it's struggling and fractured and like it's trying to move, but never like really succeeding. Let's see here. And I should also say it is lodged pretty solidly between two large stone structures about 20 feet above, about 30 feet above the magma below it.
So it's like this vibrating sphere of like runes and stuff?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It looks like it has 12 like orbs connected to arms and gears on the inside of it. I've got a really great image for you, but it is just not wanting to upload.
So what are you supposed to do with this maze engine?
Yeah, the maze engine.
If someone wants to make an Arcana check, they can.
I can try.
I'll
and then
try.
if not, we can just ask the Modron. I only got a 13.
16.
Okay, let's see here. There we go. Okay. Taryn, you said you got a 16?
So this is like at the very end of the day that we get, right?
Correct, yes. Here we go. I got it finally. Okay, Taryn, you can tell there's gears and there's levers that are accessible from where you guys are. It's going to be very treacherous to get to them, and it's going to be very dangerous given how close it is to the lava below it. But it's possible, and you are thinking that with those gears and levers, you might be able to activate it.
What does activating it do?
That you're not sure. If you want to ask the Modron, you can.
Yeah, you should consult with the IT guy.
So what happens if we activate the maze engine?
He says, after activation, it takes approximately 1 minute and 12 seconds to takes approximately 1 minute and 12 seconds for the magical effects to occur. The maze engine will bring order and remove chaos from the Underdark, possibly outside of the Labyrinth itself.
Could we rearrange the Labyrinth with it?
It is possible.
We could just drop Baphomet into the lava.
He doesn't really have much of an answer for it. It seems like a very abstract concept to him.
That's mechanist propaganda. Just don't listen to him.
But we do know that demons are creatures of chaos. Maybe activating this maze engine might make them weaker.
Anyone else can go ahead and make an Arcana check. It's a slightly higher DC. Okay.
And that's excluding me, Tarn?
Yeah, because you already made it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's new information. You can remake it if you want. Turtle and Tarn, if you want to remake this, because it's a new thing that you're trying to figure out.
Okay.
Oh, do you want me to roll a Arcana check?
I got a 15.
Oh, sure, I'll do it.
18. I'm being very silly. 18.
If it's
That
a
is what I
failure,
got.
I could spend a sorcery point to reroll.
What you get,
I got a 15.
you should reroll.
Okay, take off the points.
That is indeed a failure.
Worst, a 13.
It's a DC 20. Well, I will say, Taran, with your 16 and 18, you kind of put together. Does this look familiar to you at all? Does the shape of it look familiar?
Well, let me take a look at it. It looks like the Great Wheel.
Doesn't it? That's kind of interesting, huh?
It looks like the Great Wheel, like the cosmology of the multiverse.
Which you've seen sketches of, and like, it's mostly theories about how the multiverse is organized, like with the outer planes and inner planes and such. But I mean, it does bring back memories of diagrams to you. Yeah.
Huh. All right. Well, I suppose we have to somehow get to the maze engine from all the way over here.
How far away is it?
Say, you guys are about 100 to 200 feet away. But I will say that as you guys are inspecting it from this distance, you watch a Nalfeshni fly across this cavern, and he doesn't spot you, but he kind of perches on some of these rocks near the maze engine and just kind of scans the room.
I mean, I'm not totally like an engineering genius, but if we, I don't know, I guess if we put like the symbol for Mechanis in the active position and pull some levers or something, I don't know, that could activate it.
Yeah, are there other symbols on it too?
What was that, Droodle?
Are there other symbols on it too for different planes?
Like the Hells, Hades, Celestia.
That's what all these blue symbols kind of remind you of, Taran. Is, you know, these would be the lower planes in the Great Wheel. You know, these are the upper planes. These are elemental planes right here. Like, it might just be symbology too. You're not sure if like it's meant to convey anything, but I mean, in what you've read and stuff, the Great Wheel is the greatest form of order that there is. You know.
How far is it from? How far is that? How far is the mage engine from us where we're standing?
I'm gonna say you guys are about 150 feet away.
I could cast Fly on a few of us. We probably need the Modron to activate it.
I will
Does the
make sure
Modron
that
know
you
how
guys-
to do it?
He looks unsure. Just making sure everyone heard me about the demon that was in the room, right?
Yeah, Malfeshni.
Yep, Nalfeshni.
Okay. Just making sure everyone remembers that.
Well, it seems like we commit some violence and then fundamentally alter the order of the material plane.
Yeah, I do have
I do love fucking with
uh,
demons.
How far away from like the platform to the maze engine are we?
You about a 15-foot jump.
Oh, like to get up or like to the machine.
You're about 150 feet away from the machine, but it'd be about a 15-foot jump from this rock platform to the maze itself, or to the engine itself.
I have Arcane Gate, but I don't know if I want to pop a 6th level spell slot.
Or is anyone good at jumping or have the ability to fly?
I can turn into a giant eagle, or I can cast a spell and get flying.
I can do that too.
Yeah.
The Modron says, if we could, it may be wise to activate the engine first, and then deal with the weakened state of the demon.
That's true. Well,
Fair enough.
We gotta be stealthy about it.
Sure.
I feel like he is spouting Mechanist propaganda. That's a smart choice.
Primus saves. He looks excited. As excited as a Modron can be, but like, from what you gather, this is what he's worked his entire life for, and he's found it. It's right here. He did it.
I do have Dimension Door. I can get me and the Modron up there, and then we can...
You say that, and his face kind of falls, and he says, we are not sure. To bring order, I suppose. Order can be viewed as either good or bad. Order is independent from morality. Order is simplicity, and simplicity is necessity.
Okay, he sounded pretty culty right now.
It's the same thing as chaos. chaos, or law and chaos aren't good or evil. They're separate.
Well, I could get up there and cast Identify on it. So maybe see how it works a bit better
Could.
once we get up there. And if
do
Modron
think
goes
we
south,
can take care of
we
this
can just
now.
kick him into the lava. I don't
We
really...
fought no fishies, and we know we can take them.
Yeah.
Kill them before we get any further. Right.
Order is order. Mechanus cares not for morality. It just depends on what we think. Well, it depends on what they think is order. Implying order on the material plane isn't... On Mechanus, all is ordered all the time, but the material is chaotic on purpose.
While the party discusses, and we have like no fishies at its nest, they look like he's just chilling, sleeping, keeping watch.
He looks like he's keeping watch, but he's facing the opposite direction. He also looks very bored.
Okay. If
I will
the
also
party's
say-
okay with me taking the chance, because we're already like 100 feet away from you, said.
How about 150 feet? Yeah.
I want to use her pass without trace as stealth so I can get to 60 feet, and then if it doesn't allow me to, what's the word I'm trying to think of, humor me, I will spend an hour to cast planar binding from that distance while staying stealth.
Ooh, give me a stealth check and a sleight of hand check. I guess not sleight of hand, just stealth. If everyone is willing for that to happen.
Yeah, do you have to be loud? Is it vocal?
I was going to ask if there are vocal components.
It is vocal.
Okay.
If you can pull it off, go for it. I foresee violence.
Yeah,
I'm going to say I might make you roll with disadvantage.
37 on the first roll, and
I'm prepared for violence, but
35
if
on the
it
second
works,
roll.
it will be really cool.
I literally can't roll lower than a 20 on stealth.
Look at you, buddy.
I will
Love
say
it.
that two things are happening right now. Give me one moment. I need to find this professional stuff.
Is Pass Without Trace a feature that you have?
Oh, it's a spell.
Because my staff, I can cast it at will.
Well, that's awesome. Where'd you get that from?
I crafted it. I used branches from fucking hell, that living ancient oak tree that we met a while
grandfather
back,
tree.
like the real one. Yeah, the grandfather tree and the grandfather tree that we met in the dark zone.
The grandfather tree and the dead father tree.
Yeah.
It's a pretty wicked staff. Okay, so two things happen. First of all, your little Modron friend, as you guys are talking, you guys notice after it's too late that he has turned and is currently walking towards that rock outcropping towards the maze engine.
Oh, what a loser. We gotta
Second
stop
thing
him.
that happens is stealth is really good and all. Oh, hell no, I guess. I mean, it's going to take a full hour to cast, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you begin casting that, but your little duodrone companion guy is walking towards this outcropping, and he gets about halfway and starts running.
Oh, no. Yeah, we're stopping him, right?
How?
I could just get there first.
What's your running speed?
I was gonna cast Dimension Door or something to
Okay.
get ahead of him.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll just get to the platform, because you said it's less than 500 feet away?
Correct. It's about 150.
Yeah. I'll do
Okay.
that.
Yeah, so you dimension door, and you're up on top of the platform, and he sees you. He doesn't stop. He continues to run towards you.
I'll be like, come on, man. Telepathically, I'll yell at him to stop.
Let's see. Oh dear. Drillo, I'd like you to make a stealth check though for your teleport you just did, because you're like within 40 feet of that demon.
Yeah. Do I still get Pass Without Trace?
You are not within range of Brand, no.
Okay. So I would use my racial trait to give myself advantage on this.
Okay.
100 feet.
Okay.
16.
You teleport, and you hear you see the Nalfeshni's ear just twitch, and it starts turning towards you. I got a 17 on perception.
I'm sorry, Brand.
How far can I cast if I got?
Probably.
Well, he hasn't seen you though, Brand, right?
True.
I could just distract him for the rest of the hour.
But does he have to be in one spot? Just within range, within 60 feet. Okay.
You know how many rounds of combat an hour is?
Well, how long has it been so far? Like
About
30
20 seconds.
I could go invisible.
I'm gonna have you guys roll initiative here in a second, so I'm gonna give
Brand, do you really
one more second.
like need?
Is that the lava below us?
Oh yeah.
Oh, is he
Okay.
above it at all? Oh wait, and the Modron's still running up here, isn't he?
While
Yeah,
he's flying above it, I'm gonna cast. Does he still have the?
So he's kind of perched on this stone here.
I think.
Can we blast the rock? Does
I
anyone
say
have?
if Tarn sees any trouble happening, Tarn is ready to jump to his aid.
Okay.
Dude, this Modron, he's annoying me now. Yeah. If we're gonna engage in combat, I'll hold my staff of power pointed towards him and already hold monster.
On the Modron?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just when combat starts.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and roll for initiative.
Yay!
He's, like I said, he's perched right on this rock, which is about 40 feet from the center of the maze engine.
Maybe.
Yeah. About 80 feet from, or no, about, I can't count, about 60 feet from this platform.
We have a map.
I don't have a battle. Let me see. I might have one. Oh wait, maybe I do. I hit the grid lines on that one. That one's ugly. Ooh. No.
Don't rush yourself, buddy.
I don't know. I haven't seen one that I like. All right, we'll use this one. It's not my favorite, but let's see if I can get it uploaded.
Where did you pull the image of the maze engine from? It looks very World of Warcraft.
That looks
from,
like D&D Online.
It's from Neverwinter, the game.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool though.
Yeah, very cool. There was a whole maze engine expansion that you could get. Okay.
Oh, so it's like a whole thing outside of this adventure too, like D&D lore.
Yep. But I'm making up most of it. So
maze engines are whenever Mechanist tries to imply or impose order on another plane, they use an orderer, a maze engine.
Oh, so this wasn't like a device that existed in the world. This is like Modron just trying to turn back on his own people's device.
What'd you call it? Mechanist propaganda?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
What a jerk.
It's basically Primus's nuclear bomb that he sends to other planes to impose order.
So this guy was just about to nuke us all when he runs up the platform.
Basically, yeah.
It's not like destructive like a nuke, but it's it's law and order, and that's it.
So we're all turned into like lobotomites in 1984.
Probably.
Oh no, this
If
would
it
be.
works.
Oh no, it'd be like turning us into the Cybermen.
Okay. So I've got the maze engine. Got the maze engine itself. It's on a grid, but I need you to disregard the orange grid lines. Let's see.
Because just like lore, Primus, one of the various, because there's been a bunch of them, have tried to use maze engines before, and they've never worked great.
Yeah, and the Modron didn't even really know what he was doing. He was just running up there like a little kid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure where the slaughter from. Where is that?
Limbo, yeah.
Limbo, yeah.
It's complete
He
chaos.
tried to use one on Limbo, and it made the slot.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't want to don't mess around on Limbo.
I love this campaign so much. This story, I'm learning so much just D&D lore playing this campaign.
Oh yeah. Okay. I think this is good enough, but I will say that everyone here, you are not this close. You are much further away than this. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see this. We've got Driddle here. Shoot, I need a Modron. Dang it. Ah. Okay.
Take your time.
Wish I had my...
Mr. Pig!
Ooh, so who's really good at athletics or something to get onto the maze engine? And who's
Not me.
Actually, let's Driddle. You can fly, right?
I can cast fly, but if
See?
Hold Monster
well,
goes through, that'll be eating my
you're the smartest
concentration.
You're the smartest one of us.
I could get you guys over there like 2 at a time on my turn if I really wanted to be efficient with it.
I think you're the
Well, if we kill the Nalfeshni and maybe the Modron, then we have all the time we want to mess around with the maze engine.
Yeah. Oh, are we gonna kill the Modron? That's sad. He's running like a kid when the pinata breaks, and then we're just gonna shove him into the lava. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Your
Maybe
plane, not mine.
maybe instead of hold monster, I can just like golf punt him with my staff into the.
Okay, Valencia, you got a 20. Let's see. Savos, what'd you get for initiative?
Oh, right.
Oh, so the Modron isn't that
10.
close. I'm a decent distance ahead of him.
10. He is getting close to the edge, and he's about to jump onto one of these little floating platforms that he can get to the central platform with. Let's see here. NPCs got. Okay, I'm just unplugging my headphones because
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a bunch of I'm gonna use a bunch of acrobatics to get across and deal with Mr. Pig.
fair enough. Driddle, what did you get on your initiative?
7.
7. Okay, Tarn, you got
18.
8. Brand.
I didn't roll.
Okay.
Rolling now.
And is it possible to change by ready to action?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled 7.
7, Brand.
Yes.
Okay. You and Driddle will go at the same time. Driddle, what did you want to change that to?
I want to wait till he goes over the lava to try and jump, and I'm gonna cast Maximilian's Earth and Grasp and just make him fall down there and get fried.
Well, it's a good thing he rolled bad on initiative. Okay.
Doesn't Earth and Grass has to be like within 5 feet of the arm you grow?
Yes, that's why I'm gonna ready it for when he jumps over it, and the 5-foot cube will be like the opening in the ledge.
Okay, Valencia, you are up first with Taran on deck. Well, actually, we can start with Driddle casting Earth and Grasp on the guy if we want to.
Yeah, just as soon as he jumps over that.
Or if you want to combo with me, because I was going to do Earthbind, which will drag him down to the lava below, and then you can use Earth and Grass to hold him inside lava.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think he might just die as soon as he touches it. Did we see him fight ever?
You've never seen him fight? No.
Wait, oh, not this one, but
He
we
doesn't seem like a very sturdy little guy.
We're
Probably not.
You're gonna cast Earth and Grasp on the Nalfeshni brand.
No.
We're discussing killing the Modron as well.
Well, if he doesn't look that hardy, I could just blast him. Something. I could just banish him back to Mechanus and have him come back empty-handed.
I mean, I could just practice my planar binding on the fucking Modron.
Yeah. That'd be so weird.
More.
Or I could do a better spell with just telekinesis and also drag him in there, and then subsequently drag you guys across the pit to the Mount Feshni, which is probably a better use of my spell slots. Yeah, I think I'll do that instead. I'll cast telekinesis with my action.
Okay.
And try to. Does he have wings? Can Modron fly?
I don't think he has wings, does he? No, he does not.
Okay, then yeah, I'll cast telekinesis and grab him and just drop him in there.
Is that a?
Yes, I think it's an athletics check. Let's see. Creature, you try to move a huge or smaller creature. Make an ability check with my spell casting modifier contested by the creature's strength check.
Okay. Oh no! Does he have advantage for any reason?
Ooh, I'm gonna give him disadvantage because I got really low.
Well, he also got really low.
Yeah, I'll spend 3 sorcery points and it's not a saving throw. I don't think I can. I think he might win.
Come on, dude. What'd you get?
8.
You got 5.
Woo!
Yep. So you just grab him and just yeet him into the lava.
Yeah, and I'll be like, I said stop. right before he hits there.
Told you so, buddy. Right, he's going to take 10d6 fire damage. Give me 1 moment to roll that on my dice roller because I don't want to count that.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, he tasted freedom for a good few weeks after the Holder encounter.
Like a Lego character being killed in a video game, he hits the lava and just kind of scatters into gears, taking 32 points of fire damage immediately, and just his soul is transported back to Mechanus within a moment.
Hey, at least was he smiling still, or did it
No,
fade?
he was probably yelling and screaming, which caused the Nalfeshni to turn around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll just delete him from the initiative.
I'm so sorry. I gained half a point of experience from that.
There you go. Yeah, take 50 XP. He was quarter challenge rating, homie.
I feel so bad.
He had 10 hit points.
He was so happy.
All right.
Dungle Destino kills an innocent person.
That is true. Anything else you want to do on your turn, Dungle?
I'm good. Does the maze's engine block my line of sight to that Malfashioned, or can it see me through like all the holes and stuff?
Oh, it can see you.
Okay, then I'll just do the Dungle's war cry as it sees me kill a mighty 10 hit point Modron.
I'm gonna put this idea in your head. It will take 1 action. It's an Arcana check to activate the engine.
Okay, so on my next turn I can do that.
Okay. Valencia, do you want to just use full movement dash to get as close as you can? Well, and keep in mind this is an approximation, so you're actually quite a bit behind where the map has you. Not you. If you move closer, it will be. Okay, I'm gonna say with your full movement, you could get right in front of Taran there. Yeah, you are quite a ways away. Let's pull out my ruler here. Yep, 80 feet away. You got a 15, which was very low for me. Okay. Yep, go ahead and roll it. 12. Okay. That's radiant. Nope. He is not.
Your smite.
Yeah, that's a pretty specific thing that happens. Yeah. You can try and make that jump onto this platform here. It's about a 15-foot jump. It's not bad. Okay. Yeah. I don't think I'm even gonna make you roll yet. No, you're good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Right there. Yep. Okay. That brings us to Taran with the NPCs on deck.
If I dash, if I use my, I've got my boots of springing. If I dash, if I can use my boots to jump far and dash 80 feet, can I get up to the Nalfeshni, or how far can I get?
Again, with how far back you were, with 80 feet, you could get up to where Valencia is, I believe.
Oh, all right, I'll do that. I'll just, yeah, boing. I'll just get like right there.
Marvelous.
I assume with my boots, I probably don't. Do I have to roll with my boots?
No, you don't have to.
Boing.
Okay, you got your bonus action.
Cannot do anything else a bonus action. How it's so? You know what? I'll cast Ensnaring Strike and just to start concentrating on it.
Okay. Wonderful.
So yeah.
All right.
I've got that on him.
Okay. NPCs are up. They're going to action, bonus action, full action, movement, get as far as they can, which is going to be 90 feet for them both. Driss is going to try and run up and jump onto this guy, and Ront. He's going to jump over to this platform and then up to this platform with his movement. Okay, that's all they can do though. But now Nalfeshni is up. He doesn't like the fact that Dreidel is right there. So, oh, that's right. Thank you. There we go. That's much better. How does a 22 sound? Yeah. Okay. He's going to teleport right next to Dreidel.
Whoa. Hey, buddy.
No.
And then he's going to take 3 attacks.
Oh no.
gonna go
I
for a
don't like
bite.
Pigman.
Pigman is not happy the Driddle's right there. He growls something in Abyssal, but you don't know what it means.
I growl back.
His is a lot more spittily.
Yeah, and I'm sure, spits everywhere.
Yeah, that's a 27 to hit.
Yeah.
And then natural 20 on my claws.
Oh no!
Okay.
No,
Hey guys,
Driddle.
I'll be chilling with the Modron here in a second.
Let me find all my dice for the standard.
Oh wait, he
roll.
crit too, so like my head's getting ripped off or something.
Luckily he didn't crit on the bite. If he crit on the bite, that would have been not good news for you.
But all 3 hit, right?
Oh yeah.
What was the last
Wow.
one?
Another 27. Okay, so that's...
I level D&D, guys. My AC's 14.
Oh, buddy.
Okay, so I'm gonna take 25 points of piercing damage from the bite.
Oh, from the first one? Okay.
Yep, that's the
Quick
first
math,
one.
quick math.
From the crit, I'm gonna do... Wow, another bad roll. So that's... is another 25 from the claw, from the first claw. And I'd like you to go ahead and
So
roll...
I've taken 50 so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you go ahead and roll for a lingering injury.
And that's just a D100?
D20.
D20.
Yep.
15.
15, okay. While I look that up, I'm going to roll the third attack damage. Wow, terrible. 11.
That's not very terrible.
Yeah, so the Nalfeshni just teleports right behind you, gores you with its tusk, and immediately just rakes across your torso with its claws.
And let me roll concentration 3 times for telekinesis. So there's 25, so that's DC what, 12 for both of those?
Yeah.
Okay, so for the first one, I keep it. Second one, I keep it. And okay, I'm still concentrating.
Okay. You have a festering wound. Your hit point maximum is reduced by 1 every 24 hours the wound persists. If you receive any magical healing, it's gone. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. He's not happy. And
I'm not too happy either.
Yeah. He's made that very clear. I will say, Brand, you can hear what he growls, and he just says, "Step away from the machine."
Wait, what did he say?
He said, "Step away from the machine." In Abyssal.
What does the machine do?
As far as you guys know, it brings order to chaos. Yeah. But with that, Thabos, you're up with Brand on deck.
I'm not fast, so I'm just gonna run.
Okay. What's your movement speed? 30?
30, yeah.
Yeah, with 60, you could get it about right there, I think.
Do you have any teleports you could do or anything?
Oh, he does.
30 feet, so I guess from there, can I?
You can probably get to one of these platforms, yeah. You can get to the one that Rot's on, yeah. You're right behind Rot, or right in front of him, yeah.
Are the planar circles big enough for 2 people to stand on them?
It's a tight squeeze, but you can make it work.
Okay, I'll do a Blessing of the Raven Queen to go. Yeah, I guess I'll share one with Ron, right about there.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you run forward, teleport, and you're now straddling those 2 circles. Ron kind of grabs your shoulder to hold you on. Okay. Wonderful.
I'm gonna stay to Ron. Oh, I hate this.
Okay. With that, we go to Brand, who, again, with 30 movement speed, if you dash, you can get...
I don't want to move any closer.
Oh,
I'm going
okay.
to instead cast Grasping the Vine, and I'm placing it right here. Fuck, why is it letting me? Man. Right here.
Okay, right there.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And
You try to pull Driddle?
correct. We're going to pull Driddle with the Grasping Vine because I cast it as a bonus action. It naturally is.
Does he get an opportunity attack from that?
No.
He does not. However, Driddle, are you taking that, or are you wanting to stay on the engine?
I don't want him to mess with it. But I
I'm taking
I mean,
it with melee
yeah.
range
Which one is
of the
next?
party
yeah,
range.
it goes next.
You are next.
Oh, I'm next. Can you just drag me out of his melee range, Brand,
That's
but
what I'm
still on
doing.
the engine?
I don't think I can control that. It just says up to you. One second. You direct the vine to lash out at a creature within 33. The creature must succeed in a saving throw or get pulled towards the 20 feet to the vine. So it's 20 feet from there.
Okay, so on like Ron and Davos' pedestal.
I think he was pulling you this way over towards Dritz.
Okay, but I would still be able to get there without like jumping or doing any shenanigans.
Yeah, you could get your way back to the central platform. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. Yeah. So if you're yoinked back here, okay.
And the custom vine stays there for 1 minute as concentration.
Okay.
I can use it again on other people. As I'm gonna move 15 feet over here. I'll move over here, and then I'm gonna cast Chill Touch on the Nalfeshni.
Chill Touch, got it. Go ahead and roll that. Let's see. Concept, or, oh, wait, 17 hit? Does not hit.
Okay, that's it.
Yep. Yeah, you throw your Chill Touch out, and he manages to just bat it to the side with the back of his hand. Okay. Turtle, you're up with Valencia on deck.
All right. I don't know if telekinesis is an action on subsequent turns. Let me read it.
I will say you can move levers with the telekinesis. I'll allow that.
Okay, so can I make the Arcana check at a distance?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I will try to do that then.
Oh,
actually,
no,
rolled decent on Arcana.
If you had a Modron with you, you could have advantage.
I got pretty decent though. 23.
Wow. Driddle, from a distance, throws his hands out and begins flipping levers with his mind. And as he does, the center of this sphere, of this engine, begins to glow, and those rings around the outside begin to spin and turn and twist. The engine itself begins to rotate around the central platform.
Is everyone going on a ride?
Yeah, the teacups ride just started spinning up.
Driddle, you have activated the engine.
I'm gonna put the abyss at the bottom.
Okay, it acts on initiative count 15.
It's its own thing? This is awesome.
Oh, yeah. We're probably only going to go one more round of combat because it's got some funky things that go along with it.
Thank you, I'm so tired.
You're good. Okay.
It's almost midnight right now.
Let's see. Okay, Driddle, anything else on your turn?
I still have one last potion of healing. Is that an action or a bonus action?
For yourself, it is a bonus action.
Okay, I will chug that.
Okay.
So, 2d4 plus 2.
Yes, sir.
8. Does that count as magical healing?
Yes, it does. That festering wound heals.
Great.
Wonderful. Okay.
And that is my turn.
All right, Valencia, you're up with Taran on deck. If you don't want to re-roll, we could just... Oh, yeah, that works. Yeah. So yeah, I'll take 10. Okay. Correct. Yes, it is. I'll make that con save again. Natural 20. Just a little bit. He's taking it. Okay, so 10. Okay. Go ahead. 16 does not hit. He is blinded by that moonbeam and takes a step back, and you swing just at the wrong time, and it goes right in front of him. Okay, sounds good. Taran, you're up with the maze engine on deck.
Okay, so...
I'm so excited for this.
How far is... So, can I get to that, can I flank that Nalfeshni?
Yeah, you can probably get around it. I will say, so on the engine itself, this little clouded bit around the elemental planes, I'm going to say it's like a glass type structure, and that's not rotating at all, but the planar circles around it are rotating.
Okay, well, I'll get off the rotating planar circles, and I'm going to attack. I have advantage with
Yes,
my
you do.
ensnaring strike. Yee. Advantage. Lee. Well, that's a 30 to hit.
Cool. Yeah, that hits. That's fine.
Alright, so he's gonna take, well, that's bitch. That's 6 points of damage.
Nice.
But I also did ensnaring strike, so that means he needs to make a strength saving throw. A larger creature has advantage.
is large, which is good. He had advantage because that was a natural 1. Ooh, only a 13.
My DC's 15. I
There you
think
go.
so. Yeah, because let me think. Because 3 plus 4. Yeah, it's 15. So that means he is restrained.
Okay.
And
Perfect.
while restrained by the spell, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns. A creature restrained them by the vines or one that can touch can use its action to make a strength check. On a success, the target is freed. Nice. Well, now that he's restrained, I'm gonna go ham. I'm gonna attack again with advantage. Well, that is a natural 20.
Ooh. Okay. Let me
Alright.
put the table here if you want to roll for that lingering injury real quick.
Alright, so it looks like the crit damage is 16.
Okay.
And the d20 for the lingering injury is an 8.
Ooh, pierced stomach. You pierce him through the side. You feel it go into his stomach. Again, this won't really affect him in combat, but outside of combat, that would really not be good.
Okay, well, I still have my third attack. Ooh, does a 20 hit? Does a 20 hit him?
20 does.
Okay, do I want to do anything else? You know what? He's already. You know what? I'm gonna wait. So that is going to be another 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And bonus action with advantage is going to be 22 to hit for 9 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, you flip around to the other side of him and just start slashing and gashing, and you shove your sword into his side. You hear him groan in pain as you feel something pop inside of him. You're carving him up. Good job. Anything else?
Should I action surge?
It's up to you.
What do y'all think?
Kill him fast.
I'm gonna action surge. 3 more attacks.
I was gonna beg for a short rest after this anyways.
Alright. Alright. So I'm gonna... Alright. Alright. Attack number 4. Attack number... Alright.
I suppose I did pay for them.
21 hits.
Alright, I'm gonna make this a menacing attack.
Okay.
So he is going to take... 16 points of slashing damage, and he's got to make a wisdom save.
That is a 10.
He is frightened.
Ooh, that's not good for him.
He's frightened until the end of my next turn. Okay, attack number 2. Oh yeah, well that's gonna hit as well. 29. That's another 12 damage.
Okay.
And last one is... Ooh, I can reroll the nat 1. Oh, I can reroll my nat 1. And it's another natural 20. Let's go.
Very nice.
So that crit damage is going to be 16 damage.
Okay.
And the d20 for this linger injury, I am rolling like fire tonight, is a 6.
6. Ooh, organ damage. Whenever he attempts an action in combat, he must make a Constitution saving throw.
Slicing up the intestines and the organs.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
I just says, you know what? Your boss is going to have a wonderful feast.
Okay.
Yes?
Wonderful. All right. It is now the maze engine's turn. I love it. Because you don't like it, Valencia, I need you to roll a d6.
Because you don't.
Nah, it's all good.
This is simply determining who it happens to.
Wait, so you get to kill your teammates. This is fun.
Oh, good. That's who I wanted it to happen to. Oh, lovely. Okay.
What, the
Who do you want it
Nalfeshni?
to happen to?
The Nalfeshni.
There is a bright flash of white light, and Thavos vanishes.
God damn
He's
it.
gone. Thavos, we'll get to what happens to you once it comes to your turn.
Yeah, I thought this might occur.
You know what happens sometimes, right?
I'm pretty sure I have the maze engines Yeah,
What,
I
is he
know
going to
at least
Mechanist?
the basic table. If you haven't modified it, I have it in my
Modified
brain.
it a little bit to not make it so hard on you guys, but
What happened
I'm
to
pretty
him?
sure I know what
We'll get to
happened.
it.
We'll
get
see.
to it. All right,
Hey,
moving on to
the guy who
NPC.
just said he loved you during the break, like, and he's gone.
Dritz is going to check on Driddle. Dritz is checking on you, Driddle, just making sure you're all right. Do you need a health potion?
If he wants to give me one, I'm not looking too good.
Yeah, he'll pass you one. And then he's going to stand over here with a readied action in case the Nalfeshni comes towards you. He's just going to act as a protector.
Oh, what a guy!
Ront is very confused that Thavos just vanished from his hand. Like he's like reaching around for you in case you turn invisible. You're gone. Coming out of his confusion, he's going to move forward and make his 2 attacks against Nalfeshni. Let's do this.
Davos dead.
Thavos, you wake up in the afterlife. No.
Yeah, welcome to the feud plane, Thavos. Take a seat.
Okay, Ront's going to deal.
I'm from
13.
there.
Well, then welcome home.
Wouldn't you like that? Alright,
Oh,
that's
so
the
much.
NPC. Now Feshni is up, and he is panicked and restrained.
Yes, by the thorns,
Good
and he
thing
takes
you
it.
teleport.
He takes some piercing damage because
That's right.
of the thorns. So he takes 5 damage from the thorn.
Okay. Is that magical?
I would assume so because
I guess it's coming from a spell. Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, he's going to teleport. Let's see. Right behind you, Taran, because he didn't like that very much. And make his 3 attacks against you.
Okay.
For the bite. That's a 16. Wow.
Nope, that's gonna miss, and I'm going to riposte.
Okay, the claw's a 23. Second claw.
Hold on, I said I was going to riposte when he missed.
I mean, he can take it.
Okay, I just want to roll the damage before you hit me harder.
Alright, 21 hits. Yes. Go ahead and roll that as well. Roll
That riposte was 17 points of damage.
Eesh.
Okay, so it was the second one was a 23?
The con save was a 14, so he passes that. Let's see. Yeah, he hit you with a claw for 23 to hit.
Oh, that hits, yeah.
Okay, so that one's going to be... Oh, math is hard. 17 points of slashing as you swing around with your sword, gash him across the leg. He manages to strike at you with his claws. His second strike with his claws misses. I think that's all he's got on his turn. He's freaking out. He was not expecting this. Yeah. He teleported. Yeah. Okay. That's his turn. Let's get to Thavos.
You're finally awake.
You find yourself you can't see. It feels cold where you are, and then you realize your eyes are closed.
So they're closed?
Yeah, your eyes are closed. You want to open them?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I have the robe of eyes on. Are they also blinded? Because I can't close those.
Oh, that's true. No, so you would see this immediately. You find yourself in this dark, dingy little cave, maybe like 20 feet wide, 30 feet long. It's cold, it's wet. You can kind of hear the sounds of chains outside. And you realize that there's a wrought iron doorway at the entrance to this little cave. But seated around you in the wet darkness are a group of companions. There's a small halfling woman with a short haircut. There's a copper dragonborn. Everyone's in shackles. Let's see, who else is there? There's a deep gnome, bald. There's a big orc guy. You see yourself. You are in Velkenvelv at the beginning of the campaign.
Okay.
And I think that's where we'll pick up next week.
You shot him like a year in the past?
Yeah.
Well, not a whole year. It's like it's like been
Wait,
half.
how are we gonna get him back?
But I will say, Thavos, you are still level 12. You have all your equipment. You have all your money.
Hey, Davos, you should come find Driddle in jail.
I don't
know what to do with that.
That's
neither
crazy.
do I. Normally,
Wait,
I'm
that's,
not sure.
that's the thing that this thing does. It just shoots people into the past. What if it hits someone else?
We're gonna need a powerful spell. We need a powerful spell.
We don't have. I don't. But he's on the same plane, so we can't even bring him back with plane shift or something.
Like I said, I've altered the table a little bit. I'll read the actual entry in here. The engine emits a bright flash of white light. All player characters are transported back in time as they are now to the moment when the adventure began. They appear in Velkenvel's slave pen, unshackled and unbound, with all their experience points, abilities, equipment, and memories. So instead of doing everyone, I decided to just do one, and I was really hoping it would be Thavos. I feel like it.
That's crazy.
Okay.
So we'll pick up there next week.
All right, we have to get back to the past.
That took a turn for the weird.
And none of us know where he went.
Nope.